No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. And today we have my new friend, Ben Baller, on the goddamn show. Ben Baller, we already had this fucking interview lined up, but then it took a different turn, I think. I think our subject matter might be a little bit more focused, at least to start, because you found yourself embroiled in some controversy with some, you know,
Black Lives Matter and fucking K-pop. And you know the crazy part is that...
Let's just give us the story in a rough form for the people out there who are watching this in like 6 months when this blows over. Basically, some Korean pop star guy wore a wig.
So pretty much, it wasn't even a wig. So
okay.
This is where it gets crazy. This is a dude that I know, and if I were to put him out there and say how big he is in K-pop right now, I'm not just crediting hip-hop because that's my favorite love.
Right.
And why I'm giving such a definitive description of what was going on. So the K-pop world is like nothing you've ever known in your life. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me explain why. I brought Bieber to Korea for the first time. This was not even that long ago. This is Bieber at literally the height of his career. You know what I mean? I'm talking, he's huge. So I bring Bieber to Korea, and he can't even sell out a 10,000 person arena.
Really?
Okay. That was pretty embarrassing for him. He sold out I think he sold 3,000 or 4,000 tickets, and he's never done that in his life.
Really?
So he decided to tear shit up. Fuck, you know, it was crazy, whatever. God damn, I just said that on fucking line. I'm talking about this whole situation. This is crazy. So, fuck. Bieber is my man. That's my guy, right? So he doesn't understand that Korea is a different animal.
Right.
Okay. China can kind of, but different animal. Then, I won't even get into specifics there because I was crazy and all kinds of shit happened. And then he punched someone in the mouth. The shit made TMZ.
Who, Bieber?
Yeah, he punched I forgot the dude's name was. Famous DJ. He just got a Vegas residency.
In Korea?
Yeah, at my party.
At your party?
Yeah, he took his shirt off, by the way. It was like,
wait, but so this is part of the story about why you ended up offending all these people?
No.
Oh, okay, this is totally
just to
separate.
let you know how little, okay? So going on, then I'm there with my boys who are the biggest. They're the Beatles. They're the Beatles, the Migos, Kanye West, they're NWA, and maybe think another enormous group. I mean, the biggest. Think Wu-Tang Clan.
They're all of those?
And put it together, and that's how big they are.
Who and what are they called?
Big Bang.
Big Bang.
So I'm with G-Dragon, these guys, whatever. So we're at Singapore at the F1. You know, this is a huge. We're talking about. You know how some motherfuckers be like, yo, man, I got Eminem sponsor. Or, that's big, though, I ain't gonna lie. Oh, I got a fucking Puma. Or, no, Puma's big, too. But I'm talking, like, enormous sponsors. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in the Ferrari paddock, and dudes are talking about, well, we could do something small. Maybe I could gift you $800,000 or something. And I was like, I heard that. I was like, okay, I'm in a whole different level. Uh-huh. So this is my first time witnessing a concert. The Killers go on. They do it, 30,000 people. This all is relevant to what I'm saying. Okay. Rihanna goes on. No, Bruno Mars went on, I think 30 or 40, whatever. Rihanna went on 60 and Bieber did 60, and it was huge. Okay. This was like, I think people forget that when you sell out the Staples Center, it's 30 something, right? It's not like, so to see 60 is pretty crazy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Big Bang goes on, and it was 105,000 people, and we couldn't go to the hotel. We had to have the army come and put us in a helicopter. Okay. And this is the kind of shit that happens when they do shit like this.
So that's how big they are.
So
like the Beatles.
That's just one part. So now, when these K-pop groups, the top 3 guys, there's like few big groups. There was another group that, because I said, yo, this rap shit is cool, but let me go back to my motherland, you know what I'm saying, and get into my heritage. And this all is relevant to everything that's going on. I've been involved in hip-hop since I can remember. Mm-hmm. Whether any of these people want to fucking know it or not, I don't give a fuck. I'm not scared of nobody for whatever reason. You know what? At first, I was like, man, this is just like, it's like talking to a wall, but I'm going to break it all down. If they hear it, they hear it. I don't really care. This is probably more obviously not their demographic. So K-pop has obviously evolved into a lot of different fans. Mm-hmm. This kid decided to leave a group that was the other biggest group called EXO. They were the newer group of Big Bang. Mm-hmm. The dude left the group.
And what's this dude's name? This is the dude who had the controversy, right?
No. This is so he's the other group's the third group. This is the second group. This dude leaves the group. I don't know why he follows me. He follows like 18 people. Follows me. He puts a picture of himself, and it's the fucking not even a good picture. I'm not really an attractive person, but this dude is like just I mean, so this picture was terrible. Okay.
He just posted a picture of you?
Yeah. No, he posted a picture of himself.
Okay.
Okay. At the time, Kanye and Kim just got married. They had the highest like picture on Instagram. I think Kim maybe had 50 million followers, okay, whatever. Maybe it was ridiculous. This shit had 1 million likes or whatever. It was the first million like whatever. And then she had something like 140,000 comments, okay? And people are like, yo, did you see that shit? I showed big celebrities. I said, yo, check this out. My little homie just left the group. He only has 4 million followers. Let me show you something real quick. He had 3.2 million comments, fam. And he had 3 million likes. But they didn't want to acknowledge it. That's just one thing, right? They've sent these girls that fans will destroy Lady Gaga, Bieber, all the craziest fandoms you could think of. You can't fuck with their fans.
Okay.
These girls will send period blood in a fucking it's insane.
Period blood. Wow. I'm trying to get on that level.
The thing is, they like being called stans. They call them. It's on a different level.
Wow.
So just knowing that,
I gotta go out there.
my little homie, it's lit. Well, my boy is the third. You know, he's like in that third big group. So he goes to a Pepsi commercial. I never put 2 and 2 together. You know, Kendall Jenner just did Pepsi commercials, like fucking whatever. And everyone throws that word around, appropriation. I fucking hate that word. Just like I hate the word culture. So, you know, I started realizing when I went to Big Bang, they sold out the Staples Center. And I was like, damn, there's a lot of non-Korean people here. You know, and I don't like the fans already because they just talk a lot of shit. They're like, oh, these people are stupid. It's insane. Like my mentions will blow up to the point where I damn near want to delete. It's like worse than One Direction, anything you can think of. So he wears dreads.
Who? One of these guys.
Jackson Wang.
In Big Bang?
No, this is, okay, now I'm sorry. The group that this kid is in, all the controversy stars, is from GOT7.
GOT7, okay.
7 because it's a lucky number. And dog, Koreans are very fucking strange, bro.
It's a very big world out there, yeah.
GOT7, his name is Jackson Wang. He's one of the main dudes in the group. He does a Pepsi commercial or a photo shoot. I don't know exactly, but he had dreadlocks in his hair. So they said, you need all his fucking black fans said, you need to fucking apologize. This is so fucking disrespectful to black people and this and that.
So his fan base goes way outside just Korean people?
It's out of control.
Where else? They like K-pop all over the world?
Bro, it's
don't really know.
fucked me up. I'm talking about when you see black kids singing every single Korean word, when my Korean is okay. It ain't even fantastic. And then you hearing these fucking Korean people, I mean these people singing Korean lyrics, I'm talking about a black chick from Louisiana or Atlanta, and you're like blown away, right? So they start going in, and then someone says, you're disrespecting black people. He's like, what are you talking about? I love black music, I love black culture, I love black people. Like I don't know what you're talking about. And they're like, it's disrespectful to wear dreads. He said, that's ridiculous, LOL. And they went.
Because he made that Instagram post about it, basically saying, like, fuck
and
that.
No, he didn't make it say fuck it. He's just saying that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
This dude is the nicest guy in the world. If somebody slapped him, he'd be like, please give me another one. Thank you. I'm sorry, whatever I did. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He hits me up, blah, blah. I'm like, bruh, man, let me go in here. I said on Twitter, I said, listen, man, K-pop fans, and it wasn't the Korean fans, it was like non-Asian Korean K-pop fans, idiots, because it was Brazilians, it was Latinos, it was whites, it was a lot of people talking shit. But you can't tell because every single one of the usernames are Korean usernames, and they're hiding behind a fucking Korean K-pop star thing. And I'm not. Listen, I'm a lot of things. I could be a really fucked up person. I'm a fucking disrespectful person. I'm a dickhead. I'm a douchebag. I'm a name dropper, bragger, blah, blah, whatever you want to say. Dog, I'm a good father. I'm not a racist, bro. That's a given.
Same.
Especially because of where I come from and how I grew up and everything. So I started saying some shit, start talking some shit. I think I could have chose some better words. At the same time, I think people misconstrued and stupid, like fucking DJ Vlad. I don't even know if Vlad's a fucking DJ. I've met him before. He's a fucking idiot. So he put some shit. People try to do clickbait shit, and people sent They sent millions of DMs to Shade Room. I know the Shade Room. They posted up there. People are like, "Oh, so you created hip hop?" Blah blah. And I was like, "Wow, look at this shit that Jackson got me into." It all started from the dreadlocks.
Right.
Bro, I'm a resourceful person, man. I know a lot of fucking people. And me and you sit and talk outside this podcast, and me and you gonna have a lot more people that you think I know, or something that you know somehow, somewhere. I got a lot of homies that are Rastafari's, homie, like real OG. And I'm talking about 4 generations of Rastafarian. I didn't even get into that because it's too much to type and it's exhausting. And I'm arguing with a bunch of people like, yo, they're like, listen, fuck you. Black Lives Matter, you know what I'm saying? You don't know shit. You just a culture vulture, blah, blah, whatever, da, 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 da. And realize I don't even know most of these people weren't even born when I was in the music business. Like, these people weren't even fucking born yet. They're 17, 20. I'm like, where are your parents at whooping your ass for talking? Go outside your house, bitch. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, you dumbass hoe? Like, you on here talking to a grown-ass man, you don't even know what the fuck you talking about. Right. You ain't even seen life yet. You haven't experienced nothing in your fucking life yet. You could have a baby, that don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? You could have sucked 100 dicks, you know, but where the fuck have you been in your life? What have you seen? What have that you didn't read on Wikipedia or on Google? So my Rastafarian homie said, you know what, man, as long as you don't disrespect my culture, do you know what I mean? You know, this was for Zion. You know, I wear my hair for this like this. And then he said, off thing, they went off and was like, listen, you a fucking coon, fuck you, N-word, you a fucking faggot, you a bitch. Don't sit here try to defend Ben, you a dick sucker, you a bitch. And the motherfucker's like, yo, this shit is really crazy. Like, this ain't even about me, you know what I mean? Like, he's like, his dreads are like down his fucking legs. And he's like, what's crazy is, black folks don't even accept me. They'll look at me like I'm weird and just not growing up and everything else, and I say my shit, but yet they want to claim the hairstyle locks. It wasn't until today that I did a little thing with Lucky from Living Legends. I did this thing with him, and he was breaking something down, and I did some more research about it and this is real. The fucking hair dreadlocks didn't originate from black folks or from Egyptians or from anything. It was actually from India. And after that, the Greek people, and it was a lot of shit. So, like, if anything, they were like, yo, then the Egyptians and the Africans and everything should take, you know, I feel like they took their appropriation. And I didn't even get into it with these people. But yet these kids did so much. I'm just wondering, like, yo, boom. And they're like, how could you claim you did something? And I was like, listen, let me tell you something real quick. I grew up in hip hop. My brother, who's 10 years older than me, and I'm 44, my brother put me up on hip hop. So when I was 7, I was already doing. When I was 9, dog, I was winning breakdance contests. There was no hip hop radio station. K-Day didn't even exist back then. So I'm talking about the only radio station I was playing, it was a station called K-Rock. It's around now, but they were playing alternative music. They would randomly have things, and I would go fucking, my brother would drive me out. You know, I'm 9 years old, he's 19. He would drive me to fucking places, and I would go do breakdance contests. In 12, a legend in hip hop, LA West Coast legend by the name of Rob One, me and him created a graffiti crew together called HPA, Hancock Park Artists. Rob One was the person that put the turntables in my hand, bro. Okay? I'll never forget that. He also put the turntables in a lot of people's hands, one of them being DJ Lethal of House of Pain, Limp Bizkit, the whole nine. So, you know, I was DJing. So now 2 elephants of hip hop. And we talking about the early 80s, bro. Okay? I'm going to the Radiotron, dog. I'm fucking breakdancing. I meet Ice-T. Ice-T becomes my godfather to the streets and everything. And Ice-T is a raw motherfucker. He's rhyming. He's grimy. This motherfucker was driving down La Cienega in a slant-nosed Porsche. And I'm like, dog, this is my fucking idol. Free Ray Rick was around, the real Rick Ross, you know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking like, wow, this is a lot of shit that I need to absorb, and I can't wait to get on, and blah, blah. I didn't know what I wanted to do. That being said, scoot back a few years later, years later, and I end up being Ice-T's A&R. You know what I'm saying? I have Raz Kaz, I'm his A&R. You know, I have fucking, dude, I got Black Moon, Smith Wesson. I got fucking Helter Skelter. Or, you know, R.I.P. my man Sean Price. You know, Rock, you know, and Rock and people like that. And just, I was fucking around with crazy shit. You know what I mean? We signed Jay-Z, fam. You know what I mean? I'm one of the OG members of Rockefeller. You know what I mean? I still have my chain. I'm sitting there like, yo, boom. I ran with Pac for real. That's documented. You know what I'm saying? I ran with Death Row. I ran with Dre. And they're like, fuck you, culture vulture, that shit don't mean nothing, blah, blah, whatever. I'm like, they're like, what did you do? I'm like, I employed black people. What are you talking about? I was a vice president of a record label. And they're like, that don't mean shit. Fuck you. And someone was like, show me a picture of you and Jay-Z back in the day. Boom, I posted a picture on my okay. Like, man, that shit look Photoshopped. I posted a video of the 20th anniversary because I was the host and whatever. And it was a very small event, bro. Jay didn't want nobody in there. It was like 15 people. And he goes, how come Jay doesn't look like he likes you? I'm like, oh my God, you can't win with these people. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to convince me that 2 + 2 = 5. And it just kept going.
Let me just say this. Don't you think it's pretty crazy? Like a lot of these people who are taking issue with you, these are the most concerned with racism people on earth. And they seem so comfortable at like 100% writing you off, not knowing that much about you just because you are a specific race.
But beyond that, so my homeboys came through and was like, yo, listen, don't discredit the Puerto Ricans, you know what I'm saying? Like Bronx, Dog, when I was 12 years old, I saved all my money from a paper route and took a fucking plane trip to New York City just to go meet Rocksteady Crew and go break downs because Beat Street and all that shit meant the world to me. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you? Like, where my head was at whilst all this shit. And, you know, obviously I'm here now with Yachty and Uzi and whatever, but I'm saying back then, what I put in, work. You feel me? Professionally, out of the trenches, going and being a fan. You know what I'm saying? DJing at the fucking nightclub at the Ballistics and watching Eazy-E, watching Will 1X, who now is will.i.am, battle. I did the fucking Black Eyed Peas demo tape before fucking
Fergie.
whatever. I've known Stacy since she was in Wild Orchid. You know what I mean? Like, dog, I met her down the street here. She used to live 5 blocks away from where we're talking right now. I got history in this game, bro. Most of my shit that I put in 15, 20 years ago, I'm just starting to flourish off it now. Do you know what I mean? People showing me respect, but it's like, my homeboy goes, you can't disrespect the Puerto Ricans and stuff, blah, blah. And she's like, shut the fuck up, spick. Nobody asked you about shit. You ain't got no place in hip-hop. It's black music. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, then I go to the girl's page, I scroll down, the girl's like, if K-pop would never exist if black people never existed. And I was like, I'm gonna be real with you. If America never existed.
Yeah. I mean, you could follow that all the way back to the beginning of time.
The insane amount of people that would fuck with K-pop, it's gotten bigger for sure.
If the dinosaurs didn't exist, we wouldn't be here today.
Yeah.
So really, we're all appropriating dinosaur culture.
People are going out there, Black Lives Matter. The crazy part of Black Lives Matter is that I had nothing negative to say about them. It's just crazy that these kids that were coming for me, none of them decided to do any research. And then they just wanted to go find the negative shit. Like, oh yeah, didn't you do? I was like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of shit on the internet about me. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
What's fucked up is that you're obviously an ally to, you know, if there is a specific like anti-racist movement. Obviously, you're not a racist. You're someone that these people should want, if they have an issue with one specific thing you said, they still shouldn't be like demonizing you, right? And treating you like even if they disagree with you on one thing, it's like, why does everything have to be so black and white? Like you hate someone because
But it wasn't even black and white,
thing
bro.
you don't like.
It's black, dog. It's just crazy. It was literally one side. It was nuts. And I was like, you know what? When I found out that shit with the Indians, it got me so fired up today that I was like, yo, come for me. I was like, yo, today is just the day God's like, I got
Were
all
you
my
going crazy on
guns.
Twitter today? I didn't see it.
No, not on them. I was just saying, I was on the game and shit, but I was like,
okay.
yo, listen, I got guns, like I'm retarded. Do you know what I mean? I got dudes from my hood, from Koreatown, you know what I
They're
mean?
gonna be mad that you just said retarded too. That's ableist.
Okay.
I'm into it. I like
I'm
it.
telling you, I'm retarded. Okay, so people can say what they want to, but I'm talking about, yeah, I get it.
Okay.
So, you know, I got dudes still from my neighborhood, from Koreatown, that's still like, there's a lot of gentrification. There's $3 million condos, or $2.5 million condos.
I'm in K-Town. I need shooters out there, so that's cool.
But I'm talking about dudes still from my hood that they haven't gentrified areas, and they literally come up to me and be like, I mean, you didn't anybody kill, bro. I'll do it for like $5,000, dog. And I'm like, bro, if you don't get the fuck away
good
from
deal.
me, man, like
Oh,
it's
okay.
really cheap.
Yeah.
That's crazy for a life.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about people are still doing shit like that, you know? So that was like such an important thing when I first made my first million. And, you know, and it wasn't from the music business.
How old were you when you made your first million?
I was 31, bro.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and that's late for me, you know what I mean? I came in,
Doing what?
I sold my sneaker collection.
Oh, okay.
So when I made my first million, I drove straight, when the clear check cleared out, drove straight to Beverly Hills Ferrari, bought a Ferrari, bought a rare one.
How much?
Drove back $214,000, nothing crazy.
Okay.
But
No,
it was,
nothing.
you know, so I drove back to my neighborhood. My homeboy's working at Trader Joe's. My other homeboy's just a gangster. And my other boy's just a low life. All he do is just want to fuss and get in the middle of shit and basically, you know, pinch people for money. So I let them all three drive my car. The motherfucker with the job, the most normal sound person, decides to take my shit to La Brea and take the fucking drive far as fuck. I'm like, come on, man. But I was like, I came back here because this shit is possible. You can say whatever the fuck you want to, but all of us have no opportunity. And the reason why I'm telling this story is because there wasn't a lot of black people there. It was a lot of Mexicans. There was black people like about a block or two away. My black homie was like, it's not possible, bro.
To make it out of the hood?
It's just not, dog. That's what he said to me. It's just not. And I'm like, how the fuck you gonna say that? Hitman is over here on Bronson, you know what I'm saying, down just on the outskirts of K-Town. He kind of almost in K-Town. I'm like, he out here writing rhymes. You know, people out here doing this, that, and the third. I'm like, bro, he fucking wrote damn near 90% of Dr. Dre 2001 album. He's the only rapper on the album to have a single, his own single solo. Eminem don't got a solo. Dre don't got a solo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm breaking it down. I'm like, yo, go out there and make your money. Go write. Go do something. He's like, nah, man, fuck that. Fuck on them fucking crackers, man. They all on some bullshit. And I was like, all right, bro. Hey, man, it's good to see y'all. I got to keep pushing and do my thing.
Right.
You know, I just always stay focused on my shit, you know, and immediately think, I was just telling your man here, Pinch's manager, I was like, yo, bro, I played ball in college. I played in high school. You know what I mean? I played fucking football too, not just basketball. I played football. I went to college and got a scholarship, was playing. Like, you don't understand. You know how many times I heard the word chink and gook? Like, you know, my first day of practice, I said this, I'm sure in many interviews. I don't know, you know, to how many interviews I've said it in, but like my first day, we're in a city called Vallejo. And this is where fucking E40 is from, Mac Dre and all them. And there's a naval base.
Bitch, I'm from Vallejo.
Yeah.
You know that song?
Yeah. So, you know, and you know, it's a lot of crazy history there, but there's a naval base there. And back in the day, I remember, you know, David Robinson, a legend in the NBA. He was playing basketball. I guess he was in Naval Academy. He played ball there. Anyways, it was our football training camp was for college. On the first day, dude, they stole all my regular shoes.
Wow.
So I had to walk around in cleats. There was a lot of it was like jail. It was whites and blacks. The Mexicans kind of kicked with the blacks. They was on their own. It was no Asians, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Just you?
Yeah.
So who'd you fit in with?
Come on, what you think, man? I'm a hip hop. You know what I'm saying? What fucking these dudes are listening to like fucking Rush and Def Leppard. I'm a music dude, but I wasn't fucking with that. You know what I mean? I was on some shit like I was on Teddy Riley Guy and everything else they would listen to Too Short. So we would go play, and I was getting killed out there. I was a freshman, red shirt, and I would go out there basically to just get killed. And I remember walking back to the fucking sideline. The play's not even over. It's fucking so over, they're running a different play. And a motherfucker would come running full speed at me and lay me out. And was like, yeah, there you go, Chinky Winky. This game ain't for
like
you.
that, huh?
And I was like, oh, okay. Funny story is, after a year getting used to all the shit, you know what I mean? I'm the second weakest guy on my team, NFL Combines, 225 bench press. I lifted 2 times. The kicker was the only person weaker than me. He's a Jewish kid, Josh Schwartz.
Right.
I'll never forget him because I whooped the shit out of him one day for acting stupid. And I think I actually went over hard because he was the only dude I really could fuck up because everyone was so fucking big. You know, you got dudes who are 300 pounds taking steroids and running fucking right behind me. I'm like, how is this not possible?
Right.
I didn't know what steroids were. Anyways, towards the end of the season, I finally forgot my swagger. And so the game is, the scrimmage is over, practice is over. There's not even, some people don't even have their uniforms on anymore. They're carrying their helmets. And I was so angry. The dude had been fucking with me all year long as a starter. I was probably running 27 miles per hour. I was running as fast as possible. I'm not some weak dude, I'm strong. I'm 185 pounds. I hit him with everything I had. Not only did I lay him out, I almost injured him for the last game of the season.
Does this happen a lot in football? People just stampede into each other?
I mean, I'm
That's
sure
common?
there's all kinds of hazing.
Oh,
Bottom
I'm
line is
glad I never got into that.
the coaches saw my hit. Of course, they saw me getting bullied. And they're like, Yang, we're not going to have that cheap shot here, man. You're fucking cheap shot Yang, man. That's just fucking bullshit. For the rest of my entire career, my whole life there, I was cheap shot Yang.
Really?
Yeah. So, you know, I just been dealing with fucking all that shit. You know, I'd be in the studio and working on King T's album. I got Too Short here. I got King T. I got fucking 10 other dudes from the hood. I got Crips. I got all kinds of people. And like, yo, what the fuck does Bruce Lee know about fucking music? Why the fuck is he in here? This is like the 100th time that week that's been said.
Right.
And they're like, you look like Bruce Lee. And I'm like, how about all you motherfuckers look exactly the same to me? And they all start laughing, and we would just make jokes, you know. And it didn't take very long for someone to like me,
Right.
you know. I got the gift of gab, bro. I'm gonna talk to you and make someone, you know, whatever. If I want you to, or I just, you know, it is what it is. And
In the real world, people joke around about race a lot with
All
each other,
day.
with their friends.
Well, it's part
But
of
on
comedy.
Twitter, it just does not fly.
Yeah. And
Especially
it's-
if you're, well, but actually, it seems like black people give each other a pass to say whatever the fuck they want about everybody else. But then if you have anything to say about anybody who's on the totem pole below you, then that's like so heavily frowned upon. And it feels like Asians are now like excluded from being considered like a minority anymore. Nobody wants to give an Asian person any credit to like feel victimized or feel like they're discriminated against anymore, right?
I mean, pretty much, you know.
It's weird.
One of my biggest jobs was like, listen, man, I love Bruce Lee. Don't get me wrong, he's my fucking biggest idol.
Right.
But at the same time, I've been in like a bunch of little small parts of movies and stuff for fun. You know, I've done a bunch of music videos. I stopped doing music videos because I was like, listen, man, you got this dude like TV Johnny and like in the I can't be this cartoon character. Like I'm a brand myself.
When did
Really
you stop
respect
doing
me.
that? It's like a branding decision. That's interesting though for a jeweler.
I think I stopped doing music videos like around 2008.
Okay.
But I think I was in a music. What the fuck was I in? Macklemore hit me up about a video the other day with Yachty, and I didn't necessarily decline. I couldn't do it because of my schedule, which is cool. But you know, I just got to be something like, you know, I own a business with Rocky. I'm part of that crew. Og is, you know, family. ASAP Miles is a family. I'd be down to do something like that. I feel like this tasteful would be, you know, art. I don't know, but going forward. Excuse me. My job was to let other Koreans know, Asians in general, specifically Koreans, that, hey, listen, you ain't gotta be some dumb goy dude, you know, wearing a Raiden hat, delivering Chinese food, own a bodega, a fucking corner liquor store, dry cleaners, or own a nail salon, or, you know, do martial arts. I don't know martial arts, bro. You know what I mean? I'm just being real with you. This is what the environment of what I grew up in. And me and my brother are two different whole people.
So you feel like that has been the bigger meaning of your life, is to like help your people be able to know that they could be bigger than the stereotypes that you've seen?
I mean, bro, think about it, man. Like all the jewelers, there was no Korean jewelers out there. There was no Korean record. There was one dude, I'm sorry, named Peter Kang at Relativity Records. That was when Fat Joe just came out, Beat Nuts. He had a group. He had an artist named Ugly Duck.
Thanks, Ugly Duck.
I'm sorry. No, my bad. He had a group called Curious George, an artist named Curious George with the K, I believe. He was the only other Korean dude. There was an Asian dude named Kelly Wu, who I just talked to tonight. First time in 10 years I haven't talked to him. If you listen to Wu-Tang Clan Ain't Nothing to Fuck With, at the end, RZA's doing shout-outs. He should shout out Kelly Wu from the Gavin. If you remember the Gavin, do you remember the Gavin? You're young probably, man. Fuck.
What's that?
The Gavin was it was a music coalition. It was like the Tonys. Or like, not the Tonys, what the fuck was it like? It's like Variety magazine, or like it was a publication, it was a media thing, you know what I'm saying? And like that's where the hip hop music, everything doesn't exist anymore. A lot of shit been wiped out. And that's crazy. I'm telling you this because, you know, but there was a handful of us. Like I say handful, I'm talking about one handful, you know.
Of Korean people doing what, the jeweler thing or the music thing?
Asian people in music.
Right.
When it comes to jewelry, there was nobody.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's mostly ran by, in LA, Armenians and Jews.
It's a hard thing to get into, especially because it's such a ethnically, they keep it closed off to everybody else,
the
right?
Russian Jews, the Jews, and, you know, the Armenians and whatever. And, you know, my uncle came out here. Prior to me even talking to him, we didn't talk for maybe 10 years. You know, I'm out the music game, I'm out DJing, whatever. And, you know, I jumped in the game, man. You know, I was like, all right, well, teach me what you know. And I was like, I'm a salesman. I'll fucking sell anything, you know? Like, I was about to open a fucking barbershop. And you go in that barbershop, we gonna have like cool books. We was gonna have white tees, we gonna have some Air Force Ones. You know, at the time, get fresh. All the way get fresh, come out the plane, get fresh. So, you know, but I went the jeweler route. Bless you. I don't want to bore anybody, you know what I mean? But it was like, you know, I got in the jewelry game, you know? And I utilized all my hip hop contacts, and that's why I really, for real, flourished. In the hip hop game, I was getting paid at a music, you know, label. I was able to use corporate money to get flights and get dinners and shit. But even though I was making money, I was trying so hard to be, you know, in a Nietzsche and Mecca and fucking Fubu and all the cool shit that all my money went on clothes and everything, and I was living the hip hop lifestyle. You know what I mean?
So you were broke, but you had nice sweatsuits.
Yeah, I was making six figures, but yeah, you know, I mean, I was, you know. I had a BMW, you know what I'm saying? I had a Rolex.
Do you not go crazy with clothes these days?
I'm pretty chill, man. I'm pretty basic, man.
Is that because, have you had to change your style to adapt to the fact that you're getting older and that you're a dad and all this shit? Like, is that a conscious decision to mature in your dress?
Never.
No,
never. You know, for a little bit, when I came back to LA after I graduated college, I was doing clubs and I was promoting and stuff, and I was trying to find a place to DJ. Right. And I wore a suit. And all my homies were in street clothes, like in Dickies and shit. They're like, yo, you look real dapper. And I was like, damn, I look nice. You know, I was wearing a suit. My sister got me a suit. I look cool. And I started realizing, like, y'all look like a fucking cornball. And I was like, I don't ever want to be this. You know.
Why were you doing the suit?
I wanted to look nice. It was a really nice club. It was like Sylvester Stallone, Mike Tyson, Magic Johnson, Prince were at this club. Like,
if you wear a suit, do you get more pussy?
I don't know.
On average, in your opinion? I feel like I would get more pussy if I was wearing a suit. It's like a thing. I feel like I would talk to more women in general if I was wearing a suit.
I'm married, so it's like, it's off. But to be real with you, since I used to be such a whore, I mean, I don't think it would fucking matter, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can look like fucking. I mean, I don't know, bro. My confidence level is pretty bad. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know,
Pretty bad, like as in good, or
as in out of this, my head shouldn't fit in this room.
you'll
You know
talk
what
to
I mean?
any girl.
I mean, yeah, bro. I mean, I've been very fortunate to not ever have an issue.
So how did
getting
you decide to turn it off and get married? Like, what did it take for you to make that big switch?
At a certain point, I didn't want to be the 45, 50-year-old dude in the club
Right.
trying to holler at 18-year-old bitches. I wanted to have kids. I wanted to leave my legacy to somebody. And as corny as it may sound, I want to go on vacation, you know, and see the world with my kids and do some shit that I was never able to do before. And just, you know, I just was like, yo, I'm tired. I'm tired right now as we speak. I should be in bed right now. You know,
Right.
I'm old and washed up.
But how long have you been monogamous?
Almost 8 years.
Okay. And how long have you been married?
Almost 6 years.
So you don't miss it? You don't miss banging the girl working the cashier at a Wendy's or
Like, to be real with you, honestly,
yeah.
bruh, when you hit 40, no homo, you're going to see your shit don't get as hard as it used to when you was 22, 23, when you were 30.
Really?
Yeah, and it's just like, it's crazy.
So you're scaring me because I feel like my shit's still in prime working
Oh yeah,
condition.
no, I was prime at 35 still, but just my sex drive dropped. But
It did. Okay.
you know,
Well, that's what Viagra's
I
all
do
about, huh?
I do want to take some testosterone. I don't want to go Viagra yet, but
Joe Rogan, he does that. Talks about it here and there.
Yeah, do I miss it? You know, I mean, it's nice to see a lot of girls that you know that show love and flirt with me and fuck with me for whatever reason, whether it be the wrong reasons, whatever reason it may be.
Right.
It's cool, but you know, I mean, I think sometimes knowing that enough is cool enough for me. Like, you know,
Knowing that you could do it.
yeah, that's cool. It's not cheating. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, I could back her, but I'm married and I'm cool.
You ever feel like you're wasting your clout by not engaging in that?
Nah, man. That's like,
Nowadays we call it clout top, fan head.
yeah. Believe me, you know what I mean? Like, I'm around. You know, I just came back from Europe, you know, with Drake, and I was like, God bless you guys, man. Jesus Christ, you know what I mean? It's gone to a whole different level. Like, I'm like, it's insane, just how everything has evolved and changed and whatever. And just I've been very blessed to have been in the right place at the right time, and in many occasions. That's why a lot of people call me the Forrest Gump of fucking hip hop.
They say that.
A lot of people say that. Yeah.
Why? Because they think you're retarded?
Not because I'm retarded, because I guess, and it's just it's discriminating. I mean, not discriminating. It's degrading. It's a derogatory way to look at Asians, but like Asian being someone like a lame.
You think that you've always been fighting back against that stereotype?
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, think Forrest Gump got to meet, you know, John F. Kennedy, and he got to be at Watergate and got to, you know, play football. And do you know what I'm trying to say to you? Like, he was in all these amazing places.
Okay.
You know, he was able to be like, hey, think of a caption. Oh, shit happens. And you're too young to probably remember that.
I remember that. That was a good movie, yeah.
You know,
I'm not much
insane.
of a movie guy, but I was big on that one.
But you know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, I was at a lot of places. I got to be at a lot of places. You know what I mean? Like, I got to witness a lot of amazing shit in my life. And, you know, even outside hip hop and stuff. I was fortunate to have such a worldly family, my brother and my sister, you know what I mean? Such, you know, and I'm the baby of the family. And, you know, I was a troublemaker growing up.
So what about Jin? What was that like for you from your perspective when he came out?
You know
Jin,
what?
for those who don't know, was like signed to the Rough Riders for a while in probably like the late 90s. Didn't really work out too well for him, but he was out there for a minute. He was supposed to be like the great Asian hope for a while.
I mean, bro, I thought it was going to happen for him. And
Yeah.
the crazy part was Jin, it was hyped to see him, but at the same time, whether it be hater or whatever, or ego, whatever it may be, I was like, yo, man, I'll never forget. We're in studio. We're in Record One studio, Dr. Dre studio, Studio A, and I said, Dre, if Jin goes platinum, fuck it, sign me, write all my shit. I'm selling $3 million off my image alone because this dude's a cornball.
Really?
I said straight up, I said, this dude is still too Asian, and he don't know, he ain't fucking with what
He wasn't street?
he was. I mean, he was, but it was like very over exaggerated.
Okay.
There's a time where someone's like, hey, well, you know, what's up? Well, what's going on? And then you got someone else like, yo, what's up, dog? What's really good, man? You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
Jin right there?
It was just,
That was kinda-
it was a little over exaggerated, bro.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. But you know, he was doing his thing. He was doing things in China, whatever. Good for him. I'm saying though, if I would have came out a little different. But it is what it is, you know. Like, you know, I met fucking Jackie Chan, and I was like, wow, dude, you're fucking amazing, bro. Like, you're
He
fucking.
did this podcast.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Forgot about
he
that.
hit me
Great
today.
guy. Love him.
Hit me today, dude's, and he's Korean, bro. So it's crazy, you know
He's
what I
working
mean?
on a reality show.
Dude, he looks like Lee. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with him. It's like, you know,
He's a gangster ass. Like his whole style. He's authentic as fuck. He's smooth. I wish that he had blown up more. I felt like he could have done it for a while.
I fucking love that kid.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's cool, dude.
I like him a lot. He's a real slick Alabama Asian, which is really, really rare
Bro,
too.
it's crazy.
It's a very rare breed.
Crazy. Remember, I've been on tour, you know what I'm saying? So I've been every 50 state, like, you know, 4 times.
Right. There's an Asian kid who hangs out over here who's down with Master P that he's got a good swag about him. I haven't actually heard his raps.
Is he young or is he?
Yeah, he's young. He's got
Okay, I don't
tattoos and long hair and
I
shit.
I don't know a fucking thing about. I haven't seen P, or I don't know if Boz is still with him. I haven't seen Boz or P in so long, bro. It's been like, I remember one of the last conversations I had with P was about Tupac,
Really?
and he wanted Pac to be on a song, and because everyone knew I was meeting Pac for like a business thing, like business. I had a group, R&B group called The Truth at the time, and Faith Evans was their vocal coach and also wrote all their songs along with Missy Elliott. This is before Missy had a deal. Big thing, you know. It was the first Def Squad group, Eric Sermon's group, and you know, at that time he's a fucking legend, bro. You know, Redman, Keith Murray. So going on, we had a song called Every Day, and Faith was on the song. We already had the write-off. You know what I'm saying? Bad Boy already signed off. We had her about to drop a remix. And I was going to get Tupac to do a fucking 16 bar on the fucking song.
With Faith.
Yeah, and it'd have been fucking...
And is this right before he died?
Yeah, well, no, he died on the day I was supposed to have a meeting with him.
Wow.
Yeah, he got shot on a Friday. He died on the day I was actually supposed to have a meeting with him.
So this would have ignited the Biggie beef to a whole new level, right?
Yeah, and I didn't care. I was there for, you know, I know it's terrible, but you know, it was like a weird thing, man. It was, you know, I went into Brooklyn and I had my Los Angeles tattoo on my back. I took my shirt off. It was crazy. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't that crazy in New York though. There was New Yorkers coming out here and it was a problem.
It was crazy out here because here's more territorial with like the gang shit and everything, right?
Yeah, shit was crazy. And there was no like, I mean, when I see like the gang shit now and I see like Bloods in New York, I mean, it just, dog, that's a whole nother conversation.
What, just the co-opting of gang culture to go worldwide?
I'm just saying there wasn't really like Bloods out in these areas like how it was, and people saying blood and like that and everything else. And
But
like,
so when, from your perspective at that time, did you have beef with Biggie because you were so down with Pac at that time? Like, what was the feeling?
so when Life After Death came out, no, not Life After Death.
The first one.
What was that? Ready to Die?
Yeah.
Ready to Die came out. I said, damn, this dude's album is fucking banging. Every album. I met Puffy. Puffy was fucking handing out tapes himself. I fuck with dude. Knew Pac on a whole different level. There's no internet. There's not too much rumor stuff going on. There wasn't any kind of crazy beef just at that moment yet. So it was hard to like, you know what I'm saying, go into that. Beef escalated later on, you know. That being said, I didn't have beef with Biggie until Biggie was, you know, that whole shit. Now, another thing on another side was I'm a businessman. I'm an A&R, bro. So I was with Biggie a week before he died. Remember, Biggie died after Pac. So Fredro Starr and Sticky Fingers, who were trying to get signed to Aftermath, took me to NRG Studios, and I met Biggie for the first time, like sat down, we talked. And he was, you know, he's a powerful person, man. He's charming. Everything he said was funny. He was a cool-ass dude, man. You know, we talked, we chopped it up, and I was about to get him on a soundtrack. And then he got shot a week later. So that's crazy, you know.
That's fucked up. I feel like we should bring this back to the whole controversy thing because we didn't really wrap that up, did we?
I mean, you tell me what you want to
Okay,
hear.
so basically, this popular Korean rapper motherfucker, what's his name again?
Jackson Wang.
Jackson Wang. He wears this dreadlock wig, and then a lot of people started coming at you like crazy about it, and then you sort of ignited the flames, or they started coming at you. This guy was already getting all this heat, and then he chose to respond and say, basically, no, you don't understand, you're wrong. And then that pissed a lot of people off because they're like, who the hell are you to tell us that we're wrong and being offended? This is our culture that you're using for your image. And then you defended them. You said, it's not that serious. People shouldn't be bugging out like that. And then they got mad at you.
But I also said, it's not that serious to me. And they say, hey, you're not black. And I said, that's great. I'm very proud that I'm not black. Listen real quick, though.
You're proud that you're not black?
No, I would say I'm proud of you that you know that I'm not black.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, but you have to understand that there's a lot bigger things you could fight about and be worried about in someone's hairstyle. One.
Right.
Two, had I known that it was not originated from, you know what I'm saying, Africa, whatever, I'd have went fucking hamburger. I'd have went fucking nuts. You're just looking for a reason to be angry.
Right.
And be mad and call people crackers and chinks and everything else. It was crazy. But I never told you how you should feel.
Right.
I'm saying, is there bigger things? And they said, how do you know what it feels like to do this? And I was like, let me tell you something real quick. I'm not trying to say I get pulled over every week. I got a bald head and I'm covered in tattoos. You know what I mean? I drive a $500,000 motherfucking Lamborghini. You don't think I get fucking pulled over and people are like, who the fuck are you? I get, whatever. And then I realized like these people just wanted a rise. Some people just wanted to get, it was just crazy. And I was like, yo, this is just silly.
Yeah.
And I was like I said, there's bigger things to be worried about. And they're trying to compare me to Eric Garner and all this other shit. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. I'm like, I support you people. Like I've done charities, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, oh, so now you feel pity for us? I'm like, yeah. That's exactly it. There was no winning.
Yeah. It's just like, don't you sometimes feel that it's like a lot of people use the whole social justice thing as like an excuse to just be mean and just kind of bully people?
At the same time, yes, but at the same time, like they're not doing shit. Like these people are like literally just miserable and whatever. Like people are like, oh, you're so miserable. Like, no, I'm not miserable. I'm just kind of a mean person, Like I like to troll people, but I'm actually happy. You know what I mean? Like I'm just, I have a strong personality. Some people don't know when I'm joking, whatever else. But I mean, I'm a sarcastic person. I'm a jerk. I'm an asshole. But I'm not like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was trending for 3 days because I said every time I hear the police say stop resisting, I feel like I want to kill 100 police. And that shit was just as bad, if not worse, than this whole Black Lives Matter shit. People went at me, Trump supporters, everything.
Okay, so what did you say? It was basically just an anti-cop sentiment?
Because, they had killed the dude in Atlanta and another dude died at the same time in Minnesota, whatever. And I went off because I hate police, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've been vocal about it. And people are like, hey, you should be chill out. Like, hey, you need to shut the fuck up. What are you going to do if you, I never called the police in my motherfucking life. Do you know what I mean? We've had people, whatever. I just feel like there's other ways to deal with it, But they didn't want to look at that.
It's weird how you used to be able to say fuck the police and all that shit. And now all of a sudden it's like that you end up on the news for saying that.
I ended up on a lot of shit. Like it was crazy. I forgot who I went up against, but it got a lot of press and it was bad. In fact, my employees at my clothing brand, who were just regular people, they were scared.
Right.
Like, we think we're going to quit. One girl was crying, and I told my partner, I was
they
like,
were that scared. Why? Because people were complaining about this was so controversial?
They were calling and selling death threats.
What the fuck?
We know where you live. We're going to come. And I was like, yo, you people are so soft and so sensitive. Like, I'm the kind of dude like, yo, please.
That's the funny that right there
Please.
you're offending the right, and then like currently you're offending
That's
the
what
left.
I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a very different group of
But what
people.
I'm saying is, I'm the dude that's like, when they're sending me death threats, I'm like, please come to my store.
Yeah.
Can you please come to the store? I really want to shoot somebody.
Yeah.
Like, can you please come to my store? People like, you know how fucking ignorant you sound right now? I get it. I'm just saying, I don't understand. Like, I'm not with the shit. I'm not with none of that bullshit. But I'm defending him. Everything else, they don't give a fuck.
You're still defending him. Of
course, I fuck with black people.
How much of this has to do with just the cultural difference? Like, okay, for example, I remember reading a tweet from Royce the 5'9" one time where he was like, when I go to France, the white kids out there, they're saying the N-word because they don't fucking know. It's like in people in France, they're just not as clued in about the fucking N-word politics and everything. So he was just basically saying, I don't give a shit when I'm out there because I'm just used to it. Do you think it's that to a certain extent that he's a fucking Japanese kid or a Korean kid? He doesn't know.
Has no idea.
He has no clue. To him, it's just
I'll
style.
Be real, I'll be real. He has no fucking clue.
Yeah. And you can't really be too surprised either because like a lot of the like racial politics that people in America act like are the most obvious things ever don't make sense to a lot of the rest of the world.
And let me rewind again. It's not black appropriation. Indians did it hundreds of years before.
And there's only so many things you could do with your head anyway. Like dreadlocks seems like me and you got shaved heads. It's a convenient hairstyle. Dreadlocks, if you leave your hair and you don't fucking wash it or clean it, it's just gonna end up in dreadlocks too, right?
That's a whole other conversation.
I mean, it just seems like kind of crazy to, and also, I mean, can we just acknowledge the fact that like this is sort of cultural appropriation? I don't like it because isn't that the best thing that we should hope for is for everybody to be free and be able to use influences from everything else?
Segregation, doing this creates segregation. Segregation is bad for us.
That's what I'm saying.
Very bad. Every single famous rapper I've ever come in close with has used the N-word towards me, asked me to like repeat it back to them as a term of endearment and everything else.
You never did that?
such a-
You were never an
it's
N-word
a-
guy? Or you were when you were younger, I'm assuming?
I mean, probably when I was younger, yeah. I mean, it was something more respectful just because, when I started learning about definitely the history about the thing. But, at the same time, you get caught up in LA and certain things in hip hop, and it's a culture, and you get people like, well, you can take your suit off, or you can do this, and blah, blah, whatever. We can't take our skin off. I'm like, man, at one point, though, man, y'all got to just figure out some way to, like, you know what I mean? I mean, I know people are fighting back and some people can't. I watched the Morgan Freeman thing when he was talking about Black Lives Matter, and what he said was fucking incredible just because he's like, yo, man, like, stop talking about it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm living proof. Like, no, I don't believe in fucking racism, against what, I made it, whatever it was or whatever. I mean, I'm sure he said it a lot more eloquently and a lot more different than I'm saying it. But,
So you think people get too caught up in sort of like thinking about racism stuff all the time?
It's way too big of an issue. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm saying address it as it comes accordingly. Like, of course, you see these cops killing somebody or certain things, blah, blah, whatever. And again, they're like, hey, you need to worry about hairstyle? Yes, motherfucker, because it's my people. You don't tell me how to fucking feel. No, fuck you. It's not your fucking hairstyle. Right. How about that? And then how about when you fucking find out it's not your fucking hairstyle, it's going to be some other shit that you had to say about. Now you want to say hip-hop music is only for you. Cool, great. What do you do? Oh, so everything I produce for hip-hop, no, you had to do that. And you fucking stole it from someone else to learn how. You know what, man? It's not even worth the conversation. Just right now, I'm ready for all of it. I'm like, fuck you. Because at the same time, anybody that can really, really understand shit, if you're that fucked up in the head and you're that young, I feel so sorry for you. Yeah. That you haven't fucking experienced shit in the world. You realize, man, yeah, you're gonna be the most fucking miserable person for the rest of your life.
These are, like, in general, I would say it's like the most miserable, depressed people on earth. The people who just like troll the internet and just getting mad as fuck about this shit all the time. Isn't it weird?
It's unbelievable.
But then what's fucking weird is that certain people, like legitimate people, are terrified of these people, so then they end up like completely just allowing them to take control of certain situations. Like a lot of these colleges and stuff, the faculty is just too terrified to stand up to some of the crazy shit these people want.
Did you see the Kendall Jenner commercial with the Pepsi ban?
I did.
Okay. On a 1 to 10, how bad was it to you?
I thought it was, I thought it was just stupid. I know.
On a 1 to 10, how offensive do you think? Or how bad was it?
Oh, I mean, I wasn't offended at all. I just kind of thought. I know, it was
but you're not black,
stupid,
right?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, just think at the worst. And you can't. You don't have the mentality. You don't have the, I'm gonna be real with you. Had that been me, one, I would have did the commercial probably. But if I did, and I had $100 million in my bank account, I'd have been like, listen, I'm gonna apologize because you think that this was, and I just meant well by it. That's that's what I meant. I'm responsible for what I say. I'm not responsible for what you understand. My intentions were good. I meant no harm towards anybody. Kindly, you go take each individual part of my penis and my nuts and divide them and eat them, and go fuck yourself. Oh, Pepsi dropped you. This person dropped. You know what? I don't give a fuck because I have enough money to do what the fuck I want to do now. I'm at that point now where I could retire tomorrow if I wanted to. I'm not going to.
Do you worry about losing like corporate endorsements or
I do sometimes.
Stuff like that?
I've done it
controversies?
when I had my TV show. Saying some shit. It was crazy.
What'd you say and what happened?
No, just like some of my boys, they would use the N-word on the ER level.
Right.
And they're like, oh, you can't call me that no more. And I'm like, first of all, I don't call you that at all, so stop playing. But I would say crazy shit to them. You know what I'm saying? I like, even tonight, my agent hit me up. He was like, yo, if you really want to do these Golden State Warrior rings, you got to fucking delete all these fucking terrible tweets you said about the NBA, blah, blah. I deleted this shit and everything, whatever. My wife has my password to my Twitter.
And she deletes stuff
She
for you?
deletes a lot of stuff. She's embarrassed. My wife is a very decent person. Her great-grandfather was in the Supreme Court justice. She has politicians in her family. She's a very decent person. Okay. She's totally not like what me. I'm a monster.
What's she see in you?
Fuck, bro. Every day, man. I really wonder. The fact that she misses me when I'm gone all the time. She's like, but I just think like you said, these people are fearful of it. Someone's got to fight back. And one of my black homies today, Kenny Hamilton. He was one of Bieber's main security guards, Bieber's road manager. He's around. He was campaigning with Hillary Clinton recently. And they're like, you're a fucking coon. They went off and everything else. He's like, yo, man, this is crazy.
They said that to him?
Yeah, they went off on him.
Why? Because he campaigned for Hillary Clinton?
Yeah.
Isn't she kind of like on that was the preferred team?
Regardless.
Right?
He was saying, hey, man, black people need to go out there and vote for real.
Right.
And they were like, lines are too long and blah, blah, whatever. I'm just saying he got into arguments with them. Mm-hmm. And he's like, this shit is just no way. You can't win with these people. It's impossible. Like, what are these people? Man, listen, everyone needs to chill the fuck out.
Right.
For real, though. Like, I don't know, man. I'm not saying I'm the fucking strongest person in the world. Like I said, I'm just very resourceful. Mm-hmm. I don't wake up with hate in my heart. I don't have any enemies like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't wish harm on anybody. You know, I talk a lot of shit to people I know. Mm-hmm. Whether other people misinterpret it, that's their problem. Like I'll go troll Lil Yachty or someone else. Just, why the fuck is that chink saying something, blah, blah.
Yeah, it's interesting having you do that to me after watching you like do that to Tyler for all those years.
No,
can I get a couple of those? I want to see what these are like. Caramel M&Ms?
Bro.
No, I haven't had those.
They're only around for like a few months. These are fucking insane. I bought 40 packs.
40.
They're fucking so good. They're so good. And you can't find them anywhere. It's impossible.
No, it was good.
So yeah, I've been fucking trolling Tyler, but he fucking, you don't see how bad he trolls me. It's insane. Yeah. Worse than I troll him.
I'm glad to be part of it. It's cool. People really thought you were like threatening to shoot me.
Oh, God, come on, man.
That'd be even cooler.
I'm not carrying my gun, you know.
I don't know. You got it right now?
It's in the car.
That's good.
I mean, you know, it's sad, you know, but.
I'm still waiting for somebody to shoot up this podcast while we're doing it.
Oh, man.
My favorite person that I used to beef with on Twitter, though, was Lil Debbie. That was the best.
God damn it, man. I don't want to give her any run.
Yeah. You don't have to if you don't want to.
I'll listen to Jin before I listen to her, bro. It's so bad, man. That music is so... I literally tried one day. I said, this is the worst fucking music in the fucking world.
It's up there.
And the fact that I know so much about the Bay, and then you're not really from Oakland, and you saying you represent it, but you're really from Albany, and just your whole... I mean... I had a problem with Iggy for a while too, you know what I'm saying? Just because she was Australian and how she speaks like, you know, Crocodile Hunter and shit. And
she, in comparison to her, she's like, you know, Drake compared to Lil Debbie.
Oh yeah, she's fucking Rakim, dude. To Lil Debbie, you know. And then Lil Debbie like on all these fucking fights, whatever. I mean, dog, I destroyed her online, bro. Like,
yeah.
I destroyed her.
Do you ever feel bad about that though?
No,
it kind of looks like you're picking on a little girl.
She started following me.
Okay.
And then I forgot. I just didn't. I don't know. I just didn't want to squash it. And people like, yo, she got. I'm like, girl, she's fuck this girl, man.
Yeah.
The bitch looks like Garth from Wayne's World. Like, I'm not fucking with this girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just destroying her. And like, she's like, you obsessed with me in this now. I was like, actually, man, I'm. It's like looking at that lion lady. You ever just said lion lady was on the talk shows back in the day? She had like so much surgery. It was like looking at that. I'm like, man, you're such a. But you know what? It's crazy. Good for you getting money. Good for you.
I don't know if that's true.
Oh, okay, well, yeah. Same time, you know, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's weird though how you can't really be critical of a woman without being labeled anti-woman at this point,
Fuck
right?
everyone at this point, dog. I'm being serious, man. I'm just like, man, bro. I'm just old and I'm tired of everything and whatever. And at a certain point, you know, and you ready for this?
Yes.
After
those M&Ms, yeah.
My business partner. I have zero access to my IF & Co. Instagram page.
Because he knows you'll wild out.
He's like, yeah, I just can't. And I'm like, bro, you don't even have the authority to. Like, it's gotten to that point. Like, I'm talking like, take it to the worst place you could take it to. He's just, I can't. I won't. Like, I refuse to. Because he's so worried I might just be logged in and just go off. You know what I'm saying? And fuck with the brand. I'm already attached to the brand. You know what I mean? It's my company. But, like, he just won't. So, you know, he's like, You know, he doesn't want any fucking hate. He's a
I feel like
peaceful
Donald
person.
Trump. You could just go haywire at any given moment on Twitter.
No,
huh?
no. First of all, man, come on. I'm a lot more fucking intelligent than Donald Trump, man. I mean, I hate Donald Trump. You
I
know
really
that.
despise him more than anybody else on earth. He's unique in that way. Have you ever hated a celebrity more than you hate him? I don't think so. Maybe
Oh, I might have.
maybe like serial killers. Even them. I've
No,
never been that
no.
angry at a serial
No.
killer.
Hold on, man. There's somebody. LeBron used to be up there with it, but not for the same reasons. No, you're right.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, yeah. He's
Someone
definitely-
more detestable. And that's what makes it so shocking that like nearly 50% of our country voted for him, or 50% of the people who voted.
Every day I wake up.
The worst person
Yeah.
ever.
Are we just going to talk about politics all day? Are we gonna
I mean,
get
we
back-
can talk about Trump for a little bit, right?
It's all good.
Because, okay, like, it's kind of cliche to compare him to Hitler, but I can't think of anyone else, like, besides maybe Hitler, who obviously I wasn't alive for, that you could, like, think was that detestable.
Nah, because Hitler, I mean, okay,
Hitler did worse things.
do you think if Trump could legally, do you think he would have people murdered?
Oh, yeah. If he was alive in a different time or a different country, if he was a
not
Russian.
time, dog. I'm talking about right now. It's legal,
Right.
to do what what were you doing back in then? I'm saying, do you think he would do that?
I mean, he could, right? Like, theoretically, he probably totally has
No, I'm
access
talking
to
about
have
for
people
real,
killed.
for real. I'm talking about Americans. Just like be like, listen, I'm just gonna get every Mexican in fucking California, and I'm gonna fucking slaughter them.
Oh, I don't really think he hates. I don't think he's that racist.
Okay,
You think that that's something he would want to do? You think he'd
No.
set up death camps?
that's why Hitler is like
Right. Yeah.
a space shuttle.
Right.
What's that? 50 million, and then Donald Trump is like a Centenario or a LaFerrari or something, like a really rare car, like on that level, fucked up. I don't know.
If Trump was the president of the United States during Hitler's rise to power, I could easily see him being on board with Nazism just for his own political gain. He's so devoid of a moral compass. I don't at all think that he'd be opposed to being
just the
along
fact
for that
just-
ride.
Dog, I can't talk about him no more, bro. I really hate, dude.
Yeah.
There's no good, there's no bad. It bums me out for real.
It's like you can ignore it or you can just sort of sit back and take in the spectacle. I
can't-
read about it. I probably read 5 articles about him a day.
You can't ignore it too much.
Yeah.
I can ignore Little Debbie.
Right. Yeah, exactly. You
Can't
can
ignore
ignore
this
Little
shit.
Debbie. You can't ignore Trump.
You know, I'd rather talk about Little Debbie than talk about Donald Trump. You know what I'm trying to say to you? So,
Right.
I mean,
Don't you think that in an era in which Trump is in presidency, that there's like a rising sort of like racist or alt-right type movement in America, that the left seems uniquely focused on calling out their own people like you, who I would say quite clearly you're not a racist. Yes, Jules, they're going crazy about her because she said one offensive thing or whatever.
she was wearing a shirt. It was crazy. But
She
yeah,
didn't even wear it. She posted a picture of it. And you know what? I'm going to stop and defend her for just a second because I think she was mocking the shirt. I thought it was kind of disingenuous to be like, oh, she was praising the shirt. She was clearly saying, I would not wear this shirt. And people just sort of ran with it. Like, oh, she was considering wearing that shirt. Clearly, she would not wear that shirt. We all know what would happen to her if she had showed up somewhere wearing that. Even her acknowledging that it existed was like ridiculously controversial.
the backlash she got was stupid. Again, you're not black, you don't know. All right, well, it's my own fucking opinion. Fuck you.
But why aren't these people? These people should be more focused on like the actual Nazis, don't you think? Not these people, but just people who
talking
who
about
want to
focus
be
on the
offended by
dude.
shit.
Focus on the dude that got the cooler in the back of his trunk, the jelly sandwich in his back pocket, Confederate flag on his car.
Right. See, that's like a real thing still.
I didn't realize racism big time till my first world tour, and I hit the Bible Belt, and I was leaving a diner. I'm with a fucking rap group. What the fuck you think I'm gonna do? I open the door. Fucking hick, white. I'm sorry, man. This dude was just the whitest cracker, and of course he had on overalls and a red fucking trucker hat.
And you walk into him.
No, I'm walking out of the restaurant and I'm holding the door for a colored black person. And the dude walks up to me and said, "Hey, Chinky Winky."
The black guy said that.
No, the white fucking
okay.
hick dude was like, "Listen here, Chinky Winky. We don't open the door here for niggers, man. So you can't just open the door there. You hear me? And then I was like, yeah, whatever. I looked at my boy. I was like, you gonna say something, man? He just fucking said the N-word, man, with the ER. What the fuck, man? Say something. Two of the guys are some real thugs. Mm-hmm. They were so fucking scared because these dudes had shotguns and everything. And it was like, could you imagine the situation we could have been in?
Right.
This is the Bible Belt, man. You know what I mean? I never experienced it. I'm like, bro, let's go back over there. Let's wait for him. You sock him in the head. We fucking hit this motherfucker. You know, we fucking fuck his ass up. He's like, bro, are you fucking crazy? And I was like, what are you talking about? We do that, man. This dude wouldn't last a second. No, he goes, you know where the fuck we are, bro?
Yeah.
They will hang me here. I was like, dog, it's 1995. They gonna hang you here. He goes, bro, man, you don't understand. Went to Atlanta. BMF shit was very active in Atlanta. You go a little bit south of Atlanta, you know what I mean? And you end up in fucking real racist towns.
Yeah.
And I started realizing, I was like, wow, man, you know? I was at a pizza stand and I was getting some food. And there's like 3 black kids there. And they weren't doing shit. They were just waiting in line. And this girl didn't like the attitude of what this black girl said. So she goes, you know what? You're not getting fucking pizza. Fuck you. Everyone in here gets free pizza today. She was just some straight up white trash crazy girl. Gave everyone in the fucking place pizza and told those girls to leave. And I was like, the fuck? What am I missing here? You know what I mean? My boy's like, man, you gotta open your eyes, man. Jim Crow is not far away. I was just like, yo, this is fucking crazy. So you don't even know I've can't say I've seen it in the eyes or worn, walked the shoes of certain people, but that was when I was like there. And then you talk about Trump. And when I see the rallies,
Yeah.
and when Trump won, I started realizing, wow, there's a lot of racist motherfuckers out here, man.
Right.
Like, I don't want a black guy in my house. What the fuck do you think he's gonna do? I mean, I'm just curious, you know what I mean? Like, like another thing too, those people are like, I bet you have no black friends. Maybe 80% of I can't give you an exact estimate, but I think 80% of my friends are black, right?
Right.
Since childbirth, whatever.
But they call me racist too, and then I'm like, if I were to respond, hey, I hang out with a shitload of black guys like all the time. A lot of my best friends, but that's like a cliche thing that you're not even allowed to say. Is
People
like
say,
a lot of my best friends are black. To me, that seems like a pretty logical thing to go to.
But I say it to the point where I'm like, I don't know, I probably have like 17,000 black friends, probably about 840,000 black acquaintances.
Right.
And then they just don't know what to say at that point. They're like, oh yeah, they're probably using you for jewelry.
I know.
And I'm like, you realize you're making fun of yourself by saying that?
They always say, oh, Donald Sterling, worked with black people. They're like, oh, they always accuse you of having sinister motives. It's like, no, like I love rap music. I just have been. I'm
Same thing with me.
I love it, and so it's like, yeah, I end
making
up
chains.
And I don't think of people like that either. Like when I'm doing interviews, I'm not thinking about if it's a white guy, it's a black guy. It's like, who gives a fuck?
Can you pay the bill? Cool. I say the story a lot. YG wanted a big ass chain. He just had that Tooted and Booted single.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, bro, I don't know, man. Are you sure you want to spend this kind of money? I said to Uzi, that's just a lot of money, bro.
How much we talking?
YG 60 grand. I'm like, he's like, bro, I'm finna blow a watch. I was like, all right. I consciously say that. Nobody could ever go and say as a backstory saying, oh man, this culture verse would fucking talk them into getting a chain. That's not me, bro. I don't solicit nobody.
People say that?
Yeah. Bro, I'm the most followed jeweler in the world.
Oh.
No one's even half of what I have. You know what I'm saying? I don't buy no followers. And with that said, I still don't solicit business. I could go out there and go to the fucking BET Awards with, hey, I'm gonna do it. Come on, man. There's enough to go around. There's enough for everyone to eat. I'm cool.
So you don't care about doing like PR type shit and like
I never had a publicist in my life, bro. Except when I had my TV show, I had a publicist. They didn't do shit. I did it all myself. Sorry. Shout out to Karen Civil. Karen Civil helped me out a lot with a lot of stuff. Got me on the Breakfast Club and whatever else. But other than that, I did it myself, I'm proud of that.
Do you feel like that part of your life, was there a period of time where you were like solely concerned with just making yourself as famous as possible? And are you over that now?
There's a very big misconception.
Okay.
One, never in my life did I ever want to be famous. Let me correct that. Never in my life past the age 11 did I ever have like dreams or aspirations to be famous. I always wanted to be rich though. So people put it hand in hand, but I know a lot of people have 3 million followers. I know girls with 3 million followers.
And they're broke.
Broke as fuck.
Yeah.
This shit makes no sense to me.
But there's also a lot of people who got millions and they've got 200 followers.
But I'm saying, I don't think having 1 million followers right now, me personally, was by accident.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, I still go to the grocery store by myself. Still go to Wingstop. I'll go to fucking 7-Eleven. I go places. I get stopped every single fucking day I'm on the streets. Don't walk with security. Got love in the hood. I mean, you know, I'm a regular person, but it's starting to get worse and worse just recently. Like, people taking pictures of me on the street. I'm on TMZ more often now. People are starting to get into my wife's business and stuff. So it's definitely, you know, it could be a curse, but I'm just saying I had no aspiration trying to be famous or anything like that or whatever. It just is what it is. And if
But as a celebrity jeweler, I mean, if you're famous as fuck, then like if you are twice as famous, then your business is twice as successful in a way because you're like making money off of your fame.
That's
really.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I mean, if I flourish because of, you know, my popularity, that's cool. But there's a lot of people who are super famous and then they fuck with another jeweler or something, and that jeweler has nowhere near, you know what I'm saying, the engagement that I would have because maybe it's a personality thing. I don't know. Why do you think? You don't know me very long. I mean, you probably heard of me, 3-4 years ago? If you heard about me before that, I mean...
Probably, yeah, something like that.
Okay. Why would you think people want to follow me?
I don't know. Is it part of the overall image that you have going on? I don't know.
I'm just asking you. Yeah, you know.
I'm not really 100% sure why. What do you think your appeal is that has made you stand out above a lot of other guys out there?
I think just because, you know, there is a lot of flashiness. The cars, the jewelry.
Can you shove him so he stops snoring? Okay, keep going. Motherfucker.
But yeah, you know, I think that at the same time, you know, coming from an immigrant family, whether there be people out there like, oh, you came from a rich family. No, actually, I didn't.
Mm-hmm. You're taking the bus to Cerritos, right? Yeah. I remember you talking about on Combat Jack.
Fuck, bro. I took the bus when I was fucking... I took the bus everywhere. Dog, I had a lifetime bus pass. I was taking the bus everywhere.
The bus to Cerritos, I was really impressed by that. It was like navigating a ridiculous trajectory.
Imagine that.
With no phone.
Imagine that. Listen, imagine that in 1981.
Jeez, must have been crazy.
No, bro, I was fucking... No. That was maybe 82 or something. I was 9 years old, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine. I went to jail that trip for stealing from fucking Sears.
Yes, I remember that story.
ColecoVision, bro. Like, anyways,
ColecoVision, holy shit.
I made a joke in the prison cell. This one girl was coked out. Another dude was fucking drugged out. Another dude was a criminal, petty crime. And I'm in there telling racist jokes that I read in a book. Everyone's laughing. The sheriff walks in the room and he's like, "You think it's funny?" And I forgot what I said. I said something. He fucking grabbed the back of my hair. This is when I had hair. I had a little
Like
Asian bowl cut.
Ponytail? Oh,
No.
an Asian
And
bowl
he
cut.
fucking grabbed my fucking hair and he fucking slammed me against the wall. I didn't laugh anymore. They kept asking me, "What's my phone number?" I said, "I don't know." I was too scared to call my mom, my dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, fuck that. I'd rather just stay here. Anyways, you know, I mean, I didn't come from much. And I think that's the reason why people follow me. I don't know if you would even ask me, but you came in my radar when I was at Agenda. Not even that long ago, man. This was, I don't think it was a January Agenda. It might have been right before that. But Chase, who was a 20-something, 25-year plus friend of mine, mentioned your podcast.
From the Hive?
Chase Infinite.
Oh, yeah.
A$AP
Rocky's manager, yeah.
And also part of, you know, one of the members and owners of OG. And
oh, you're in business with him, right? Yeah, I first became aware of him when Rocky wanted to reach out to Triple X, the rapper. I don't even know if you're up on that necessarily.
Oh my God, I just became
recently familiar with the viral knockout. I'm guessing.
I met Rob Stone.
Okay. That's a whole thing.
420.
Okay.
He came up to me and goes, "Hey, bro, I've been fucking with your movie for a long time. I want to get a chain made. I didn't know who he was. I'm in my car one day. I hear the song, Two Damn Phones. I'm like, I like this shit. Won't even lie. Rocky and Chase played me the I don't even know how to fucking pronounce his name.
XXX Tentacion.
Okay.
Tentacion. I'm gonna say X though.
I didn't appreciate the way he was speaking about Drake's mom.
Right, that was rough.
Went way too far. People can call you a dick rider to when you want to, but when you can document and Google the videos of me and Drake before he was famous, and I'm picking him up at the airport, getting him weed, you know, doing this whole third and everything else, and really, really fucking with this kid because I fuck with everything he does. It's easy to pick on someone so famous and whatever, but he was dope. Plus his mom, that's like, auntie, you know, you gonna go there with someone's mom, man. This motherfucker got a lot of money, got a lot of love, got a lot of power. As many haters you can think of, bro. You got a lot of resources, man. This is a stupid move. So I kind of like just stayed neutral, even though, you know, I heard his song. I was like, oh, this dude's dope, whatever. A lot of people I know fuck with him. I stayed clear, dude. I meet Rob Stone. I don't co-sign Rob or nothing. I just feel like I hate that I have to deal with this beef with rappers when I'm a jeweler. Happens a lot.
You're in the middle of this, in your opinion, because you're kind of cool with Rob?
If I were to make a chain and X is fucking with Rocky, you know, this, that, and everything else, then it's like, boom, whatever. And if I fuck with X, then me and Drake is a rap, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So it's like...
What's like that with Drake? I guess that makes sense.
I would assume it'd be that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I haven't had a personal conversation with Drake about it, but I mean, like...
But, you know, Drake's out here doing performances with X, Diplo's doing songs with him, stuff like that. You think Drake's catching feelings over that? I didn't really,
I'm sorry, one more
I
time.
didn't know if he was that petty. Like X has done songs with Diplo. He's out here doing club appearances with Rocky and Cardi and all this stuff. You think Drake's that petty that he gives a shit about that? Drake was liking comments on the video of the knockout, which was like documented by academics and stuff, though. So I guess he is willing to be at least a little petty there.
Yeah, I mean, I have to come, you know... I don't know, you know, I don't want to speak on his behalf, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just don't want to be the dude that's you know, you got to draw loyalty to a certain point, you know, do when I feel, back in the day, you could catch fade with someone and be cool again.
Mm-hmm.
There'll also be the beef where the guns come out. Had someone did what he did on that platform in 1996, someone end up dead right now.
Yeah.
I'll be real with you. So with that, for me to gauge that, I'd rather just stay the fuck away from dude.
Mm-hmm.
Personally.
Well, fair.
You know, Cardi's my man. Cardi follows with 20 people, and I'm one of them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I fuck with Christ.
I'm trying to get on that list. What's up, Cardi? I'm 21.
But you know, I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's a weird situation with the kids today, and again, I don't know Rob Stone.
Mm-hmm.
I just dude was very respectful when I met him. I don't know the exact story between them either. From my understanding,
I'm far too familiar with that one.
from my understanding, I think them dudes came at him wrong, and they retaliated. And me personally, I wouldn't talk a gang of shit. Being from Florida, again, why are you gonna tell me? I'm telling you what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
I know enough about Florida, but I wouldn't be coming out to Lemon Grove in San Diego, one of the very few real hoods out there, do a show and talk shit or do whatever. At the same time, you shouldn't be ducking people. You know, you gotta live your life, but I don't know. I personally want to be going out talking crazy and then doing that, and then after all that shit he's talking.
Okay, let's think about this, though. That guy gets in through that door, runs on stage, perfectly makes it on stage, and then is able to perfectly land the perfectly placed knockout. And it just so happened to be, because if you watch all the other videos from that show, all his boys are on stage with him. That's that one really soft song where he's singing. It's called Garrett's Revenge, I think. And he's singing by himself. And that's the moment that this guy knew enough to run on stage, because he knew that would be the only moment where he was on stage by himself. And all of X's boys just so happened to be to the side of the stage, but not the side of the stage where he was running out.
Right.
So they all got him right after, as well as security. So everything about that story, when they say it's a setup, I'm not saying that it was. I'm just saying that it was so expertly executed that to me it's suspicious, and it just seems so implausible that it actually worked out like that. It's insane, mind blowing. And obviously that's, I love him, so it hurt me to see that.
Oh, you're friends with X, so I don't. Yeah. You know,
It's complicated, but yeah.
It's Gay Pride Month, bro. I'm not really tripping. I'm just joking. I'm kidding with you. I don't. Like I said, I've watched every angle. I think a lot. See, another thing too is I can't really speak on. I don't know if Rob Stone was there. I don't know if they're saying he was the one.
There.
Okay, so
He could have ordered it, is what it's been suggested.
but I know that there was a lot of people from San Diego that was fucking with him there. Whatever. The beef shit, man. It's like, why are you going out there and like? I can't stand the talking and then being cool. Like, it's crazy. Like, either you fuck with somebody or you don't fuck with somebody. You don't have to fuck with everybody, And that's another thing with my problem with rap, man. It's just too many fucking collabs, bro. It's just everything's a collab. NWA didn't collab with anybody. They fucking did their fucking thing. That was boom. That was it.
That's fair.
They kept it all within family.
Why were you just telling me that you found out about me through Chase?
Yeah.
Was there more to that story? And also, why did we end up on that? We were talking about something right before that
I
that
think
was good.
you texted him about something.
Oh, yeah.
And he said, "This is my boy from No Jumper."
Yeah.
And then a lot of people are mentioning your name on Twitter. Say, "Yo, dude, this is the podcast." I said, "I'm only gonna do 1 or 2 more podcasts, and that's it. Unless something like my do something for my TV show. I'm doing a new TV show soon and other stuff." And like, I was like, I didn't even ask Chase. I just respect every fucking thing that they've done so much that if he's even fucking with you, even on a fucking introduction level, just whatever, you're doing something right.
I appreciate that.
And so I started doing some more research and everything else. And then some of your texts to me were fucking hilarious. I was like, I fuck with this dude.
We're
This dude.
assholes. We're both
Yeah,
assholes.
Exactly. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to come on here. So far, this has been a pretty gentleman conversation. And like I said, I was like, listen, man, you have questions, man, I'm going to answer them, period. But yeah, that was how I heard about you.
Okay.
And then he played me some X10 Tion or 10
Just say X.
X. But again,
So many people still call him extension.
yeah, I don't know.
That's
dude,
incorrect.
And I wish everyone just be peaceful, to be honest with you. But it's fucking crazy. Oh, why you make a shame for that dude, man? Fuck that dude. I'm like, I got kids. Tuition's fucking expensive. You know what I'm saying? Whatever else, blah blah. But that's how I heard of you, and I'm glad I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is something I was hyped to do. I was pumped to do. I'm glad you heard the Combat Jack shit. I'm sure you asked me different things. We didn't talk about no Black Lives Matter on Combat Jack. This is a recent thing,
I'd like to hear his perspective on this whole thing too, because I sometimes feel like in this conversation, we're sort of characterizing, the activist world or the left as being completely on board with the type of stuff that we're talking about, such as freaking out over some guy wearing fake dreadlocks, which to me is on the very fringe of things to be offended by. I think, the vast majority of people don't give a fuck about shit like that, and don't relate to this crazy outrage culture. It's just that those people are so vocal on Twitter, and it is like a very specific community. And a lot of times I feel like people go off to college and they sort of get indoctrinated into this crazy cult of just believing that everybody, like, there is real racism and everything, but I just feel like there's not that much to be gained from making your entire identity based around obsessing over the unfairness of the culture of the situation you've been dealt into. Like, you could easily do that as an Asian guy.
Yeah.
You could talk all goddamn day about people, not respecting you or not wanting to give you a chance.
People was like, "Oh, you got a big shoulder. You got a chip on your shoulder." Blah blah. I was like, "No, dude. I just kind of like showing off. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
That's a big difference." Going back to Combat Jack, super humble person.
Yeah.
Super intelligent.
I hung out with him like 5 hours one day.
Yeah. On top of that, was the attorney for Jay-Z during the fucking,
Puff, all that shit.
and he's super smart dude. Told a crazy story tonight. I'm gonna read all of it later at home because it was fucking insane about an ex that he had was crazy.
Wait, he told that on what, Twitter?
Oh my motherfucking God, bro.
I got to tune into that.
He admitted to doing coke, all kinds of shit. Like, it was crazy.
Like recently?
Today, he did it today.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I'm talking about the story was from way back when he was in college.
He told me crazy shit because people don't know that he's got a pretty his personal life has changed a lot over the years.
Cool dude. But I'm just saying, yeah, it'd be dope. I'd like to hear his take on it. In fact, when he's using the N-word, he's reversing it. You know what I'm saying? On purpose. Like he was using like IGGN or something. He would reverse the word every time, or ill something. He was using the word, but he was reverse. He wasn't saying the N word. That was his colloquialism for the N word or something.
He used to say no homo a lot too when he's over that, I guess. Or no, pause. He was more about pause. He fell back on that.
I used to say all that shit too, but you know what, man? I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Didn't really age well.
I tried to come out the closet one time, and then my publicist was at the time was like, "Yo, listen, people are gonna believe you."
You were gonna just say it.
I'm like, "But I'm bisexual." I was just gonna say some crazy shit, and they were like, "Don't do it." Charlie came out of the closet one time, or like 2 times on Twitter.
Was he actually sincerely trying to get people to believe it though?
I don't know. He just said it.
I say I'm gay on Twitter all the time. Nobody ever believes me.
Yeah.
There's evidence to the contrary. I gotta piss. I gotta do it. I gotta pee.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
All right. Never had to do this before. Joe Rogan never pees.
That's what I mean. So I'm giving you.
I'm gonna eat this doob cube that you gave me.
Oh, you're gonna fucking love that.
You
bro.
made this?
Yeah, that's from my factory.
Okay.
So
Ben Baller's got a weed factory.
yeah.
A doob cube.
Anyways, I watched that video, and I was like, "This is just, god damn."
What
dog.
video?
Lil Debbie, bro.
Are we? Is this? Should we
No.
leave this in?
No. Let's not get that.
Cut this out.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a question.
I don't just gonna forget it.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is your popularity in some way a reflection or a response to, in response to perhaps like a self-esteem issue that might exist for Asians on a global level, or at least like on an American level? Because there's not a lot of Asian dudes who present themselves with the same sort of aura that you do. Very common to see white or black guys who are sort of cocky, braggadocious, open about, their accomplishments, stuff like that. Do you think that that's a big part of why you've sort of become like an icon in a way? Is your fan base largely Asian?
Man, you know what, bro? I would tell you that I think that a majority of my fans are Asian. I think a lot are. Mm-hmm. Maybe at least half for sure. But I got a lot of black, white, Latino fans. I got one of my biggest fan bases in London. I got Australians. But of course, Asian people fuck with me heavy.
Yeah.
There's people might have unfollowed me and they sit there and be like, boom. So it's not like if I meet a Korean person, I'd be like, oh, I know who Ben Baller is. If you're between the ages of 16 and 40, you're gonna, it's just for sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, I behave differently and whatever,
What?
I said I behave differently and everything else,
Around what? Different groups of people, or what are
I'm
you saying?
saying just in general compared to the average Asian person,
Right. And do you think that's a big part of your like allure, though? The reason why people
I don't do it on purpose. I just that's who I am. When you
Right.
see other people, it's like when I was growing up, these other kids were listening to other music and they were doing different things. They weren't playing ball. They were like, doing other shit, playing tennis or whatever.
But do you think Asian people as a whole, though, like have a problem where they don't have enough people in the mainstream media and stuff who make them feel like they're cool? And is that changing rapidly?
1,000,000%. I actually would love to be. I would have been like, I wish I could have been in one of the fucking Fast and Furious fucking things, just because I would have brought real street culture with the fucking. Because that's cars. That's my life, bro.
They're still going with that series, though, aren't they?
I'm seriously. I know bullshit. I'm trying to get in part 9 now.
They got to at least give you a fucking cameo.
Yeah. So Sung, he was in a movie because I've been in a couple movies. He did my cousin's other movie after I did that movie Cake. He did a movie called Baby. I think Sung, if Sung didn't do it, then he was supposed to do it, whatever. But bottom line is, I don't think Sung is I think he represented himself pretty cool. He did some cool things. He's not super like fucking Mr. Fabi type dude, you know what I mean? Lucy Liu was pretty dope, even though she had to play a geisha role several times, which kind of sucks. Mm-hmm. But there are very few people, if you really think about it. My friend Apollo Ono, he won the Olympics 8 times. He won Dancing with the Stars. He's a good friend of mine. He's half Asian, but he relates to Asians more than anything. Again, he's mixed. I can't think of too many people. Jamie Chung, beautiful girl. I love Jamie to death. If I show you Jamie, you'd be like, oh, that's a girl for Hangover. She's really pretty. She's an actress. She does her thing, and she's still very down with her heritage, even though she's married to a white dude who's actually a cool guy too. There's a few out there, but when you really think about, like, when I see, like, even an outspoken, really, like, super, super Asian, outspoken, like, Vietnamese or Chinese person, I'm like, yo, do me a favor. Go in front of all these people here at Complex Con or something and speak and try to be well-versed here. And I just don't think that. I think they get lost in translation. They just can't. Where I feel like in a certain way I could be a chameleon and blend in everywhere. Do you know what I mean? There's fucking 370,000 jewelers that were fucking submitted for Jeweler of the Year. This is the most respected jewelry convention in the world, in the, not United States, in the world, in the earth. You know what I'm saying? And like, when they chose me, it's like I was gonna go wear a fucking Dior suit. You know what I'm saying? So then people were like, "Nah, man, you opened a complete door and created a complete different lane, a hybrid. Like you literally created an unorthodox jeweler." Wearing streetwear, not wearing the typical chinos and fucking button-down shirt and the suit.
Was there a lot of resistance giving you Jeweler of the Year? And what year did you win that?
Just last week.
Just last week.
Yeah.
So this is like a huge deal. I would assume that
I mean, you know,
who normally wins?
I never paid attention before.
80-year-old Hasidic Jewish
No,
guys?
like Jake
or-
the jeweler and all those people.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
they've won too, so it's normally like
I mean, you know, someone. I mean, it's big, dude. You know, whatever.
okay,
All the guys you hear up on Instagram, none of them were nominated.
really.
You know what I mean? That's how big the world is. So you think there's a million jewelers out there. Some do well, some don't. Some take loans or whatever else. People are like, yo, why the fuck are you? How'd you get follower? How you get this? I'm like, bro, if I had to answer to that, I might be a billionaire right now.
Yeah.
I do a Ponzi scheme, multi-level marketing with fucking Tony Robbins. You know what I'm saying? I would sell book. You know, I am gonna do a book or I'm gonna do a movie. Q was gonna help me do that, but he passed away.
Oh,
And it's an interesting situation, man.
so you act like you're like over it, like you're like over with like the whole celebrity thing and everything. But then like a book is like what celebrities do once they have fully decided that they want to like capitalize and sort of cement their fame in a way, as they do the book thing. Like Charlemagne's doing the book thing now. You know, he's finally like reached this point where he's sort of everywhere in
But
terms
at the
of
same
media.
time, I think maybe, you know, okay, there's two ways to do it. Some people do the book after they've apexed.
Right.
Some people do it so they can get more known. You know, when I met with a book agent, we started talking about, you know, I'm finally with a real agency, you know.
Right.
The guy was like, Ben, I don't want people who know you to buy your book. Fuck that. I want all of the people who have no idea who the fuck you are to buy
Right.
your book.
It's two very different styles, because you could self-publish and sell it, you know, through like relatively limited channels, and you sell, you know, however many you sell, and your hardcore fans get it. But then like, there's also like being at Barnes and Noble on the big display. You're
At
in
the
the
same
fucking
time,
airport, you know.
Just like the music business and certain things, I realized there really is no money. So it only to be a fame whore in a way.
Right.
So I thought the better thing would be maybe fuck around and do a movie about my life. It didn't even have to be about Ben Baller. Everything could be about me, but it could be like, these took place in this time and this and this and this. I think it'd be pretty cool. Maybe some people wouldn't. I'm saying it'd be cool. Someone would be like, yeah, that's bullshit. This really happened. Nah, it really did happen. You know what I mean? Like, that'd be cool.
Yeah. The movie thing. So, but you're definitely moving ahead with the book thing?
I mean, I'm doing a couple things right now. I'd rather do the autobiography in film format before I did a book thing.
Oh, okay.
I have an opportunity to do the book thing. There's a couple people reached out to me about it. Unfortunately, one of my boys, he was a heavy hitter in the music business. He started Def Jam West,
Okay.
South Central Cartel. He had Montel Jordan, This Is How We Do It. He had Warren G, 5 records, debut album Warren G. He was the head. He was the man. He was a DJ at the spot that I'm telling you that fucking will.i.am was battling other rappers, Exhibit, and other people. His name is Paul Stewart, DJP. If you listen to This Is How We Do It, he said there was a DJ. Paul was his name in the song. Anyways, you know, he's done a whole bunch of different things now, and I think Leor shut him out.
Designated driver got the keys to my truck.
Yeah, doing a bunch of other stuff now, and so Paul's doing books now. You know, but I don't know, man. I'm just trying to just take over what I got going on now, man. I got a lot going on right now, you know. I mean, I won't even lie to you, bro. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Then I got a meeting with Afrojack, who, you know, is a huge EDM DJ and wants to get a piece done. And, you know, it's like a professional meeting. And then we got the Tupac movie premiere on Wednesday night. Just got a lot going on. I'm going to Korea in fucking 2 weeks. And, like, I just got a lot going on, man.
What are you motivated by at this point? Is it mostly a money thing?
I am 100% motivated by my kids. In 5 weeks, I'm about to have my third child. Bro, I'm 44, dog. Like, you know, most of my friends.
You got your wife cranking them out, huh?
Yeah, dude,
How old is your oldest kid?
My oldest kid is almost 5. He'll be 5 very soon.
So you have 3 kids?
Yeah,
All
about
with
to
your
have-
wife?
About to have 3 kids. Yeah.
And you no children previously?
No.
Congrats.
Yeah. I mean, it's wow, bro. Crazy that I don't have kids from someone else.
Me too.
So
I did not wear a lot of condoms
Yeah,
throughout
dude,
my life.
early on, I was bareback king myself.
Still am.
Going on. Oh, you're terrible. So
disgusting.
I'm just too scared of fucking disease, man.
Not me.
You know what I'm saying?
Never had one.
But at the same time, like I never had STD either, and I'm married now, so I have to worry about that.
I think they're fake. That's fake news.
Oof. Definitely not fake news, man. But anyways, going on and going forward, my motivation is my kids. When you fucking people have kids and do different things. I get it.
So how did that change you when you had a kid, though? It completely changed your mentality?
It changed my life forever, man.
What changed? Had you already stopped sipping lean at that point?
Yeah.
Okay. What made you stop doing that?
Um,
And how many years were you on it?
I wasn't on lean that long.
Oh, okay.
6 years, maybe.
6 years.
Yeah.
And you stopped how long ago?
I had an overdose in 2008.
Really?
Yeah.
How many lines were you doing in a day?
I wasn't doing lines. I would overdose on perp. I went into convulsions the whole night.
I know.
had
How many
brothers-
ounces like were you drinking in a day?
That night, it was New Year's Eve. I had 2.5 pints to the head.
What?
Yeah, I was fucked up. I was doing a pint a day for a while. I had like a $3,000 habit back then. You know what a pint of fucking Activist is now? It's like shit's like 5 G's for
How
a
much were you
pint.
spending on a pint at the time?
I had a crazy plug. I was the plug.
Yeah.
Between 75 and 150.
You're willing to cop to selling it as well at that time?
No. I'm saying I was. People were like, "Yo, boom! I have the. I have a dude if you need." It was insane. And then it got to the point where I was like, "Fuck, I don't have any more." So the empty bottles that were just a little bit in it, you pour a little Sprite in there, and start fucking mixing shit up, try to drink the last sips of that, scrape and fucking put in your teeth, scrape the shit off your teeth, and try to fucking just to get, but just to have the taste.
What? Just because you couldn't get it anymore? It was too hard to get?
Yeah, it was to a certain point. It was impossible. It became an epidemic. You know what I'm
Really?
saying? It was crazy.
Seems like it's pretty much out there right now too.
Not the real shit, but yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Well, so you were ACT only? You couldn't handle it after the ACT went away?
There was like MGP, which is decent, that's around now.
Okay.
But like Qualitas, that's
Not
fake.
into it?
That's fake news lean, bro. That's fake. That ain't no real lean, bro. If you drinking that, dog, come on, stop, bro.
Okay. I never got too deep into it. I've done it, but I'm not.
No, I was deep in it, fam.
Yeah. But
That
what?
was-
So how hard was it to stop? You stop because of the overdose?
I remember hearing stories about Wayne stopping,
Right.
and it was fucking bad. I was as bad as Wayne was.
Really?
And
Was it stopping you from being productive and making money and stuff, or were you functioning pretty well on it?
I would wake up and not know if I had sex with my fucking homeboy. Like, I was so fucked up all the time.
What?
Yeah. So, I was like, I would just be faded. Like, fucking bitches be around, whatever. I was just a dirtbag. I was getting money for sure.
Okay.
When I had to. But you've had that, the cotton mouth from that is just crazy. The sleep too. Like, let's say you stop it for a while, but I had to stop. But then I started sipping again in like 2009. I started sipping again. I had to. Then I stopped again for good, like around mid 2010.
Okay. Well, you had to start doing it. What, to sleep?
I just wanted to.
Yeah.
But you start pissing out of your ass. It's just the worst. It's like, it's heroin withdrawal. It's just fucking terrible.
And did you just slowly over time just get more and more into it and just get lost in it?
Oh yeah. I mean, I was at a point where I was like, it was my life.
Right.
I want like the fucking, or anything that said fucking any shirt that was like Prometheus. I want that shirt, man. That's dope.
Yeah.
Like I was
still,
so
I got
into
about
it.
10 of those in the mail every week still.
I was like, I'm not proud of it. Whatever. It was a part of my life.
Do you think, did you have your shit together then? Or like, I feel like you've blown up since you stopped, like in that time period, the last like 6-7 years or whatever is when
As,
we've
as
really
big as I
come
thought
to
I was,
get
that
to know
was,
you.
yeah, I thought I was big then. I was on MySpace and people knew me, and fucking Don C or Kanye or somebody, the people heard me then. But then now, yeah, definitely my fucking popularity level has gone to a whole different level.
And is it because you got focused getting off that shit?
Not necessarily that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I could function and be a dad and be as involved in their lives as I am.
Yeah. That seems like it would be really tough to
Young
balance
kids. I mean,
that.
they kick my ass on a daily basis, bro.
Yeah.
And the third one, now I got a daughter. Fuck, man, it's gonna be some shit.
But you've been a pothead the whole way?
I stopped smoking weed for 9 years.
9 years. What years were those?
98 to 2006.
Wow.
I
Okay.
was smoking Primos,
What's that?
coolies, like, you know what I'm saying? Like putting Coke on top of the joints and everything.
So that works?
And no, it just fucked everything up for me.
What do you mean?
It just gave me that heart palpitation to fuck me up and everything. So
But
every
people
time
always say that smoking coke doesn't do anything in weed.
it was just bad. And I remember every time I smoked weed after that, it gave me that feeling.
Okay.
So I was like, damn, the only fucking thing that's good. Now I smoke weed every single day. It's just
What do you smoke? Blunts?
I smoke my pens a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
because so you make these. You got into this business relatively recently?
yeah.
VVS.
BVS. I've been doing this for. Well, it took me a year to develop. A couple of my buddies are huge in the game
Yep.
and been huge forever. And they thought a cool marketing thing and do this, market it with a better pen. But we started getting better oils, getting into the lab. 90% THC content in here. It's strong. These pens hit good.
taking
Flavors
these
are
with me
good.
tomorrow.
They're fucking amazing, bro. They're literally fucking lifesavers, bro. Especially like you're in Asia, you can't go nowhere else. It's fucking insane. Nothing like hitting a flower, but you know what I'm saying? Like I don't have who has time to roll joints and shit. So I have people who roll joints for me or roll.
You got a full-time guy?
Well, we have we have a business of people who do backwoods and stuff like that. So we sell them. So, we have people who okay, cool.
Pre-made, pre-rolled backwoods? You have that kind of thing too?
Pre-roll backwoods. So I just sit there and be like, all right, boom. It'd be like the fucking the bomb is Kush.
What's that brand called?
Well, we have TH Clear.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do it with VVS now. But this guy has backwoods. Fuck, I forgot what it's called. I wish I knew.
Bearwoods, is it that one? Those are the only pre-rolled backwoods I ever got.
I'll send you a picture. No, these are incredible though.
Oh, okay. I need that.
Yeah, and so I'll just
And
grab
this
like
is you
4 or
too?
5. Yeah.
LOL edibles?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. LOL.
We got sour belts. Try to get a lot of products. You know what I'm saying? But
I need that, man. I'm trying to get higher.
but it's making it's a very lucrative business, as you know.
Yeah. But now it's a legitimate business. Were you selling weed when it was illegal too?
Yeah, I was selling a lot of weed when it was legal. I don't know. I think I talked about that on Combat, didn't I? But yeah, I was moving like 500 pounds a week on an average basis. We made a movie about it. We made a movie Cake. That was based on a true story.
500 pounds a week?
Easy.
For what years roughly was this?
1999 to 2001.
Okay. And what, you were moving it by selling it out here, or you bring it to the East Coast, or
Dog, we were driving and shipping it to Ohio.
Ohio specifically?
Ohio and Atlanta, but mostly Ohio.
Really? So you were
Heavy.
feeding the whole town, or what?
Heavy.
Really?
Heavy.
And what kind of money you were making at this time?
It's probably like 50,000 a month.
Okay.
That was pretty good money.
And so then what made you
taking-
stop?
My boy's my boys have been in jail since 2008 now, and he still hasn't been committed of the crime. So he hasn't even been fucking. So
He hasn't been sentenced?
He hasn't been sentenced. Yeah, I'm sorry.
And he's been in jail for 10 years?
8 years, almost 10 years now. Shit, yeah,
What, they still haven't charged him?
yeah.
How is that possible?
Don't know. He's in the feds, which is a little better, but yeah.
Okay. That's insane. How were you doing it though? You were putting on trucks or what?
Watch the movie, man. It's literally like 90% of it's true.
I feel like I should have watched this already. Yeah.
90% of it's true. Real shit.
Right. Damn. So you went straight in what, 2001? That was when you actually like went legit and like
Well, I was a
stopped
DJ.
making illegal money.
I was in the music business. I was a DJ. Certain things.
and you
I
were
was, like,
just doing
trying
this
to-
on the side?
Yeah.
That's a problem. You start getting popular in the music world. All of a sudden, you know all these people. You become like the perfect person to sell drugs.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you get plugs in Ohio.
Yeah.
So when that song came out, I used to get it in Ohio. That mean a lot to you?
It meant a lot to me.
Does Cam in general mean a lot to you?
I am a huge fan of Cam, I would say.
I'm trying to interview him next week.
That's right. He's coming in town. Yeah.
No, I'm going to New York, and
No, he's coming in town because his manager,
really?
his manager hit me up. So
I got Duke the God trying to plug this to happen while I'm out there. I don't know. I have my doubts.
I don't know if he's the same Cam, from then, but I fuck with dude, man. He's just,
Right.
That's one dude I'll fuck with, and if Jay would get mad about that, then I don't give a fuck.
I don't think they give a fuck
yeah.
about that anymore, right?
That's just too. I don't know.
But now Jim Jones and Jay are aligned, which is weird.
It's very weird.
Yeah.
And my son was in the hospital, and Jim Jones called me to squash this whole little stupid beef that we had.
Yeah, you had a whole thing with him too. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
When was this that he called you?
It was around my birthday, man.
When was that?
January 27th. Right. 2 days after Q died.
So what was the Jim Jones beef? Let's hear this from the top.
It's so fucking stupid that I can't even get into it, man. Like it's really stupid.
not worth it?
It was over. He thought I was ignoring him because I was putting him and his wife on a pay no mind list kind of thing. It was really stupid.
Pay no mind what? What's that mean? Like you were over working with him?
Well, they wanted me to make them something, whatever, blah blah, and they were just, I fuck with Jim though, you know, it was just crazy and it's just a misunderstanding. And he started talking shit and I was like, man, Jim, I'm not scared of you, Jim, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then it got escalated and then his homies was talking, oh yeah, when we see Ben, we go. And then my boys were like, all right, well fuck Jim, you know, and it was just stupid. We cool now, it's all good.
It's all good now.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. What about Rob Kardashian and them? I was Googling your name earlier and I'm like, I don't even have time to read all these fucking articles about different people that he's had issues with.
I have no issue with Rob. Rob was one of my close friends, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what was the whole situation with that?
What do you mean with Rob?
I don't know. I was reading some crazy article about you and Black China and all this stuff. I tried to read it. I figured I would just ask you.
I mean, she
Did
blocked.
I miss this one?
I don't know. She blocked me on Instagram, but I don't know. You know, I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you think she did that?
Her and Rob are going through her little shit.
Yeah.
You know when you comment on someone's picture, and if you like have a certain amount of followers, you're verified.
Yeah.
It stays on top.
Yeah.
He had like 300, 400,000 likes, 40,000 comments, and mine kept staying on top and it didn't move. My comment said, "Fuck that shit."
That's a good way to get more followers.
And I said, "Bro, let me help you get that ring back. Let me get you back. I'll get your life on. Like fuck her." She didn't take. She wasn't very happy about that.
Really?
It's a mess. I'm involved in fuck.
All these fucking Hollywood people are so sensitive, huh? They get all that money. Shouldn't they just chill out?
Yeah.
I feel like if I was on Black China's level of fame, I really wouldn't be worried about what you were saying about me. But maybe I'm.
I mean, look,
being unrealistic.
I'm wearing fucking Tiger's fucking brand.
That's his brand too. Viet Raw. That's his new shit. Lost Kings is in the past or
I
what?
don't know. Via Ra's his new thing.
Shout out to Lost Kings down the street.
I'm really happy. Fucking really happy. Tiger's a cool dude, man.
You had a song with Vince Staples.
I made his first chain ever in history.
Okay.
We didn't have a falling out, but I just didn't, we just lost touch. And then recently, like I'm fucking with dude pretty heavy again now. We were just in Oslo, Norway together randomly.
What the hell are you doing out there? Jewelry stuff?
Yeah, I was delivering a fucking $500,000 watch to a Saudi kid and go to a show.
You got to go deliver that yourself?
How you gonna send it through the mail?
I don't know.
Yeah. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
can't send it to the mail. Customs, like fucking.
But you can't
I'm not-
send some guy? You don't have like employees that could do it for you?
Pay me $25,000 to do it. I thought it was good, and I need to get away from home and just try to clear my head.
Okay.
It was a perfect time to do it. By random chance, I just missed Ariana Grande. She was there, and my boy on tour with them, and so I'm staying at the nicest hotel. And they're like, "Oh, you know your friends Bieber and The Weeknd stay here."
Right.
And I was like, "All right, great." It was dope. I still, I live five star. Me and Tiger had the same suite right across from each other. This motherfucker has a show. Fucking fight breaks out. Some dude threw a drink at fucking Tiger. I'm not gonna say what happened after. The fucking police come to my hotel room at 4 a.m. Wake me up. I'm like, how the fuck did you get in my room? They're like, we need to ask you some questions. I was like, listen, man, I'm rich as fuck. I never talk like this. I was just in a foreign country, so I'm rich as fuck. Y'all need to get the fuck out of here. I'm talking to my attorney. I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing. He goes, there was only 3 guys on stage. I'm like, okay, I guess. I don't know. Show me a picture. Like, you're on stage. I'm like, Jesus Christ, because I'm in a song that Tiger, I think I'm in 2 songs, Tiger wrote. I just decided to come on stage with him, A lot of rappers bring me on stage. So they found out that it wasn't me. They started searching through people's rooms and they taking motherfuckers to jail. Jail in Oslo ain't no good place to be at.
They took someone else to jail?
Yeah, I won't say who, but they took some people to jail. You know what I'm saying? So crazy thing. But I fuck with Tiger. You know what I'm saying? He has a baby with fucking China. It's just crazy.
Yeah. But he doesn't give a shit. If she hates you, it'd probably make him like you even more, right?
What'd you say?
If she hates you, that would probably make him like you more, right?
Yeah, he don't give a fuck. He don't care. He does his own thing.
Yeah.
Tiger has so many haters.
Yeah. What is that? How did he just somehow turn a corner at some point and just become that guy? It was the Kardashian thing, right?
At the same time, he bagged a bad bitch.
Yeah.
People don't even know. He's the person who transformed her. She wasn't wearing heels and all that stuff and everything. I commend him for that. More importantly, Tiger's living in like a fucking $9-10 million house.
Right.
I don't know if it's rented or if it's not. I don't care. I know he's been living there for a year, but he's not paying bills. But man, if he's paying $250,000 jewelry bills with me, I know he's paying his bills. You know what I'm saying? Might be some shit here and there, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
He's doing his thing.
But he's got all these people who want to get him just because he's associated with a world that's like bigger than him. Like, so he becomes a target for that.
I get it. I was a target for it because, Me and Kim had beef for like 4 years publicly.
Did she ever actually call you out publicly? And what the hell do you have beef with her for?
Man. I don't regret a lot of things. And people are like, oh man, think of how many things you could have did with Kim or blah, blah, whatever. You know, Kim was my neighbor.
Right.
You know, she was dating a homie. I don't want to get into specifics, but she did a song with The Dream, and I decided to go on the internet. I didn't add her, but I said some really fucking bad Ben Baller type tweets,
Right.
and she fucking lost her mind about it. And it was really bad. My wife was like, you shouldn't have said that shit, you know, blah, blah, whatever. So she saw that. She took really big offense of it. Rob was
Kim
up.
had a song with The Dream. I didn't know that.
She released a single. Yeah, it was fucking terrible.
Sounds about right.
Sorry, Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, like Paris Hilton had a song with Lil Wayne that was like the worst thing I ever heard
Yeah,
too.
you know what? Paris Hilton had an album that was not that bad. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Better, so you're saying she's better than Kim?
No. That's what I said in the tweet, and for 4 or 5 years I was not allowed anywhere. Do you know what I mean?
Really?
I never apologized because I was afraid of being allowed and whatever. There was a Kardashian show that didn't air because we got in a fucking fight, and I didn't sign the paperwork.
Okay.
There was a lot of drama.
She has that much power to be able to say like Ben Baller's not allowed anywhere.
Well, I mean, to her house, of course. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you were saying that you're like showing up at a nightclub and they're like, no,
No,
Kim
no,
K
no.
said you can't get into fucking.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt if one of these owners said something, but I know every single owner in the club. I don't go out to clubs. I don't really care. But I mean, you know, a family event, whatever.
Yeah.
We fly to Vegas for Rob's birthday, and he's like, "Bro, I don't know." I was like, "Here we motherfucking go."
Mm-hmm.
And the drama comes out, and the fucking cameras come out, the whole shit. And I didn't sign off. They made me look stupid. You know what I'm saying? I want to sign off on that shit. And if you do air it, I'll make my money. Less than a year ago, she was at a Justin Bieber concert, and
Kim.
yeah, and I came up to her and I said, "Listen, this ain't the time or the place to get real deep into this, but I want to apologize for all the stupid things I said about you, all the shit that I said, all the things, because realistically, you never did shit to me. I just did it. I did. You know, I'm not gonna fucking sit there and lie. I talked shit about you. I made fun of you, and I fucking was mean, and I said unnecessary things when you've always been cool, and I apologize. One, I'll get into deeper, but listen, man, I'm a father now. You're a mother. We got kids. I'm old as fuck." And she's like, "Man, don't trip. It's all good. Don't trip." Semi-squashed it. I felt better after that. I did realize why I was like, it was a weird thing. But then I made China's Ring for fucking Rob, and that like started a whole different thing.
She got all mad all over again?
I don't know if she did. Like I said, I'm not gonna, like, I'm cool with her now, whatever. As far as I know, you know, there's a reason I think maybe Kanye wasn't getting jewelry for a certain period of time because of that, whatever. But you know, I don't want to speculate anything. I got no beef with anybody in the family. It's just people hate them so much. I mean, I get it. People get so tiresome of seeing it in the news or seeing them doing something. I got no problems with anybody in the fucking family. You know what I mean? Like, I've known all of them for so long. At the same time, not trying to make any money off of them or anything. It is what it is, you know. Rob's my boy. I got no beef with Rob, you know. I got no opinion about China, really. But
All right, so let me ask you this. There's two different ways you can go about living your life. Like you talking shit about the Kim Kardashian song or whatever. That's just you stating your opinion. You have every right to do that. But you know what comes with it, and that you're causing a whole bunch of havoc and commotion for you in your life. And, you know, people are looking at you like you're a fucking dickhead. So to what extent at this point in your life do you balance the being super fucking honest and you see a song and you say, this is the shittiest song I ever heard, or saying, you know what, I'm going to look out for my career and instead I'm just not going to
I don't think it's about my career so much.
Or is it about being a nice person?
I don't think it's about being a nice person as well.
Definitely not.
I think tonight I was going to go in on somebody.
Me?
No, definitely not you. Let's just say he was on the show Love and Hip Hop, or he's on the show Love and Hip Hop.
Joe Budden.
I don't know anything about that show. I don't know anything about those shows. And they're very popular, again, in black culture. That's fine. Anything else, I don't know anything about the shows. I don't give a fuck about the shows, whatever. And I know dude, and I was going to be like, bro, we're watching basketball, man. Like, don't nobody give a fuck about what you're talking about. And then I thought at that point, one, I already got the heat. Turn up now and just make it fucking Bill Maher level. And I just stopped myself, man. I said it's not worth it. I could be an asshole, you know what I mean? I just felt like it wasn't worth it because I really thought about it and I said, this dude is going to actually take offense by it. He won't accept the joke, right? You know, not everyone's going to be a little bit more like me and you know what I'm saying? Like, I can tell you know, you take, you know, there's people I know that would, like, I trolled Post Malone tonight, you know what I mean? And Post was like, yo, man, text me, man.
I mean, you were also saying like you were going to kung fu chop me, so I wasn't really going to take that as like a serious insult.
But
I was like,
regardless,
it's
you
okay.
know what I'm saying? Like, you know, some people don't want me to say shut the fuck to him. Shut the fuck up. Hey,
Yeah,
no,
some people are like that too.
people are real
They're
sensitive.
prideful and shit, you know.
I don't give a fuck.
So do you, when you start getting into a controversy like the one where you got all these Black Lives Matter people angry at you or whatever, do you consider that a bad thing? Is that like a bad thing? Or are you at the point in your life where you're just like, fuck it, man, I don't fucking care if people are going to take my words. And
Little half and half.
yeah. At this point, it doesn't even really, you know, at a certain point, you read so much hate about yourself, you just start to, you kind of just got to give in and just be like, all right, fine.
I stopped searching my name
Stopped.
because it's bad. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm not delusional completely. You know, I'm doing one client a month now.
Really?
I'm booked till almost 2019.
Wow.
And the list gets worse and worse. I'm trying to bounce people around here and there. I don't think that's going to stop because of this incident of the dreadlock hair thing. Because,
No, nobody cares.
and not just that, these people will actually go and do some more research and be like, yo, you know, I don't know, man. Rocky got in some trouble about that Black Lives Matter thing too, and it was misunderstood. It was just, it's a fucking unfortunate situation, dog. Did it bum me out? I was like,
Well, nobody likes to be called a racist when you feel like you're not.
yeah.
You know?
That's
what sucks.
That's furious.
Or when
And
people are
that's-
calling you like a misogynist, whatever, you hate women, you're a fucking you're a homophobe, all that shit. That always sucks because a lot of people they see the word racist thrown around a little bit, and then they just it's hard to get past it. It's like being called a fucking rapist or a whatever. It's like it's hard to defeat it.
I don't know, bro.
No, I don't think it holds that much weight anymore.
Yeah.
But you know, you're accused of something. You know, if you're accused of fucking murder, you're always gonna have that with you, even if you're basically exonerated at some point. You know.
Yeah. No, I'm good, man. I think I'm straight, bro. I think you know, I think it's for the most part, as much as I'm not a humble person. I promote not being humble, but I'm a pretty decent person, I guess. Being an asshole, whatever, but I'm a decent person. You know, I don't steal, I don't rob, I don't owe anybody money. You know, that's not my style.
How did you feel about the reaction to Bill Maher when he said the N-word on the show?
Fuck, man, this is I'm a fan of Bill's. He's so amazing with religion, bro. You're watching his fucking stand-up. I mean, he's just insane. You watch Religulous, it's just unbelievable what he's saying and how true it is and everything else. And like, if you look back, I'm big on stand-up comedy, bro.
Okay.
Like, I was a huge Andrew Dice Clay fan. He fucking
I can see
goes.
that.
He goes in.
Oh yeah, he was fucked up.
Chinese, German, you name it. He fucking is racist as fuck. But it's funny.
That shit could not exist now, could it?
But that's a crazy thing, dog. Eddie Murphy used to do that type of shit. You know
They'd
what I
be
mean?
calling
People-
Andrew Dice Clay a neo-Nazi right now.
Yeah.
Because he
and
was
it's
making
crazy
jokes about
he was
some
going.
shit.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it's just fucked up. So I feel like Bill got too comfortable, said that. Oh man, bro. You know, man, I just because the word is so fucking strong, man. It's such a difficult thing. Just avoid it all in all. You know what I mean? But it's
Uniquely
like
powerful.
Yeah, it is. It's just so crazy. And it's just kind of like, yo, man, like, you know, you got the argument like, hey, man, don't call me that word if I can't call it back to you. You know what I mean? Like, it's for us, but it's like, bro, that's you're totally whether you went through the oppression, you went through and it was everything else, whatever. And it was your people and it was ancestry and respect that. It's reverse racism in a certain way. If you can't do something or certain things or whatever, and just whatever, because you can sit there and be like, listen, I'm gonna call you kike. Let's just say that was a fucking derogatory word.
Mayonnaise boy.
No, let's just say kike. Let's just for argument's sake.
I'm not Jewish.
And no, I don't mean it in a Jewish way. I'm just saying just kike.
Kike.
Okay, let's just say that's just the word.
New word.
Okay. And you say, hey, listen, nobody Asian or black can say kike. Yo, what's up, my kike? You good?
Yeah.
Don't say that word. Nah, fuck you. I think a lot of these people would just say it anyway.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? They wouldn't give a fuck. But
Well,
there's
it's
just so
because
much
of the
history. Of course,
historical
there's historical
context,
context.
yeah.
It's unfortunate. I don't know, bro. Dude, the world is coming to a fucking end, man. The most positive way I could say it's just fucking crazy, dog. Kids, millennials, they're so entitled. Like I said, they don't go out. Everything they fucking view is on the internet. It's just fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's a wild world these days.
Have you seen me look at my phone once, bro? I don't even know what the fuck it. Okay, it's over here.
I looked at it for a second and I saw a shitload of text and I
Okay,
was like,
bro.
oh, I shouldn't
How many
have done
unread text messages do I have?
3,023
All right, bro.
and two emails.
Because my email's very, very private.
Is it? Okay.
So imagine, could you fucking imagine how bad that is, bro?
3,000.
And I guarantee
I wonder what I'm on.
I guarantee there's
137.
at least 300. No, I guarantee there's at least 100 pretty big celebrities in there. Not that it really matters. I'm just saying I just don't have the fucking time, bro.
Right.
You know.
I gotcha. Well, hey, this has been a pretty good chat. We just hit like the 2-hour mark.
Yeah.
2 hours in depth. Is there anything else you feel like we probably should cover?
I don't know, man. You know, I'd rather have you cover shit that you want to know about or you think your fan base wants to know about than anything.
Well,
you know, I don't really
think
want
we did a decent job with the whole social justice mob coming for you recently.
Yeah.
I think we covered that well enough that at least people could get your side of the story. I hate that the people just get their voices silenced based on their race, you know, because that's so common. Like if I were to have any opinion about race, that's immediately the response is like, oh, of course you would say that. You're just a white man, blah blah blah. Same thing with you. You're not black. You're Asian. You don't know, blah blah blah. That should not be considered okay to say.
Yeah, I just want to ask you. What music are you fucking with right now? Since you're a music dude.
6 Dogs, Trippy Red, Doo-Wop Kane, Ski Master Slum God, Triple X. I'll be listening to them.
Do you think I could listen to that music and be like, all right, I can fuck with this?
Some of it, I could give you guys that I think you might like. I think you'd like Maxo Cream. You ever listen to him? I think you could enjoy him. I think you could enjoy. Fuck, I gotta give it some more thought. You know, I'm assuming that you're into like, you know, more lyrical, a little bit more traditional stuff, right? I don't think you'd like Lil Pump.
You know, dog, that was another person I thought was a girl. I don't fucking know, you know? I mean,
No, he's all man.
I think someone sent me the wrong picture.
Lil Pump. He's
Yeah,
got
like
the
a
pink
little-
and yellow hair.
Yeah, we had like a little mustache. I thought it was a girl.
Yep.
I mean, it looked,
He's got braces.
I thought it was a girl.
No, he's all man. He's a big, strong man.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, he's a little guy, but you know,
I fuck with Uzi more than I thought I would.
Uzi's amazing. I'm riding for Uzi.
I fuck with Uzi a lot more.
Uzi should acknowledge me. What up, Uzi? I know you're
I
watching
didn't.
this.
He texted me today.
Tweet at Uzi and say, "What up? Adam22 likes you."
He texted me today and said this guy sends me the fucking most craziest shit. I fuck with I don't really fuck with before. I fuck with Childish Gambino now. I didn't really fuck with the dude, you know.
Never listen to him.
I fuck with Tori Imoy. That's not hip hop though, so.
Right.
I fuck with Tyler. I don't really fuck with him very often, you know. But we're just friends. I fuck with Cardi. I've always liked Cardi.
1,000 Band Fawny. I like Cardi too, but 1,000 Band's crazy.
1,000 Band.
It's hard to pronounce. It's like, or it's hard to spell. It's THOUZ or XANFAUNI.
What's the not Flatbush or some shit? It's
Flatbush Zombies.
yeah. Do you like those guys or no?
Yeah, they're all right. T Grizzly's amazing. You'd love T Grizzly if you,
You
don't
know,
already.
it's crazy you said that. My employees said they really fucking fuck with that dude.
He's
heavy.
amazing, and he's super lyrical, and he's just like so good, like storytelling type shit. He's in depth.
Right.
A lot of. Huge
I wasn't even a
songs
big
on it,
Kendrick
too.
Lamar fan until I like Mad City, you know, but
Right. Let me see. I'm still going through my little list here of all the songs on the No Jumper SoundCloud. Go subscribe to No Jumper on SoundCloud if you haven't yet. Follow, I mean. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there. I'm trying to think of shit that you would like though. I don't really feel like telling you to go listen to fucking Smoke Perp or something. I don't think you get into it.
I mean, fuck, it's hard to say, you know, like. I don't know, man. I don't know.
What were you listening to on the way here? What do you listen to? Like, if you're
I was
gonna
listening.
drive
I was
around?
listening to Channel Orange. I was listening to Frank Ocean on the way here.
Okay.
Right before that, I was listening to Clips,
Okay.
and I was listening to Congratulations. Post Malone was on there. Those like, and then I was listening to some Dipset.
Okay. So you go back to the old stuff here and there.
And I'm mostly always playing old school in my car.
But so you don't really get into like new like rap for the most part.
I mean, it's tough for me too, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I like T-shirt when Migos brought it out, and then like I wasn't really a huge fan of Bad and Bougie, but you know, it is what it is.
Something like Cardi though, is that weird for you as a guy who grew up listening to all these guys who were fucking real lyrical, really all about their craft, and then he's sort of just he's not really doing a whole lot on the beat, to be completely honest, most
No, man,
of the time.
I just like Cardi, man. You know, he's
Yeah.
like, plus he's like, you know, he's like my little nephew, so it's like, obviously I'm a fan of Rocky. You know what I'm saying? Especially a lot of the old Rocky and everything else, and fuck, you know, it's tough. I don't know. Yeah, I'm a subscriber to SoundCloud. I've actually used SoundCloud twice in my entire life.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
so-
where all the good shit is. That's what
so
I'm looking
maybe-
through for mine right here.
Maybe 14 minutes of my life I've ever been on SoundCloud.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them was ASAP Bills. He had a playlist.
Yeah. He's been going hard with that. You should listen to Chapo too. CHXPO. I don't know if you'd actually like him or not, but he's fucking crazy.
Is there fucking anybody at LA that's doing something?
Oh yeah, it sounds.
What happened to that guy, Hobson, whatever?
Hobson. We were supposed to have him on a couple months ago, and then it didn't pan out. They were supposed to do it again soon.
Why?
I don't know. He had to bail for some fucking reason.
Is
But
he doing his thing? Is he?
yeah, he still has a big ass cult following. If you look at his Instagram and stuff, it's crazy. He gets mad. You know, he's still
His engagement's
big.
good, right?
Yeah, it's good. That's huge. You got to watch the engagement.
Bro, it's amazing that fucking what's the fucking crazy old school fucking crazy straight lyrical rapper? What's his name, bro? He's been around for fucking 25, 20 years.
Low pump.
No, bro. What's his fucking name, dude? Why am I driving fucking crazy? The guy raps super fast, like blah 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 blah. Who? No, dog. I'm talking like fucking never got that kind of publicity. He was like a year ago. He was the highest paid tour DJ, tour artist, or he had made.
Oh,
he
Tech
made,
Nine?
Yeah, Tech Nine.
Yeah.
I met Tech Nine at the beginning of his career, the first year of his career, because
Yeah.
my boy was his producer.
Okay.
I just don't. I don't get that. That's a whole like to still have that. Like that's just crazy, you know. Someone said a comment to those Black Lives Matter kids. They were like, "Yo, you sit there and talk about rap, blah blah. If you take away black people, there'd be no things." Be like, "Yo, if you took away fucking the white people from some of these people, there would be no fans in the audience." And I was like, "Whoa, it's."
People say that because they're like, I think usually the people who are going super hard on Twitter and stuff aren't really the people who are going out to concerts and realizing that, you know, rap shows, like the ultimate places where everybody's just getting along, I feel like, based on race and stuff. It's a communal environment for the most part.
Yeah.
Am I crazy, or is that just out here?
Oh boy.
Because every black rapper knows that all their fans are white.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's just
Not all, but a gigantic
You know,
percentage.
bro, it's hard for me to go to shows now too, man. You know, like I went to Cardi's because I had to support that. That's different. You know what I'm saying? I went to Uzi to drop off the chain. Do you fuck with Kehlani?
I don't like listening to fucking singing and girls and shit like that.
I don't really know
like,
any of her music, but I'm just
I really
saying.
only like music if it's about like selling crack.
Okay. My boy Rob One. I don't know if you ever heard of Rob One, but you know he was a legend. You know he really was a true legend. You know he was a hip hop pioneer.
Right.
Ask anybody, Stretch and Bob Beat, any of the OGs, Combat
Right.
Jack. When he put Ghetto D on his mixtape, remember, mixtapes aren't what mixtapes are now.
Right.
You actually had to have skill. You were blending records in. It was a dope fucking thing. If you take away, I'm sorry. Now I got to stop what I was gonna say. If you took away Asians from DJing, hip hop DJing, battle, technique, there'd be almost nobody around, bro.
Really?
I'm talking about the greatest. Qbert, Shortcut, like that shit. That's a whole different world. Going back into it, when Rob One put Master P Ghetto D in there, fucking Eric B as president, you know, beat. that shit changed the game. That hit a lot of different people, you know. I remember when P was around. It just, I don't know, man. You know, dude, it's some music sounds good. You know, I didn't think I would fucking listen to Ed Sheeran. Next thing you know, I'm like, fuck, this song's all right. Oh, it's Ed Sheeran. I'm like, fuck, man.
I only want to listen to him because he got like the worst Pitchfork review ever. And that I read about the fact that he got the worst review ever. And then I went and listened to him to see if it really was that bad because I had no fucking clue what he sounded like.
There's that song, The Shape of You, whatever. It's kind of
Right.
like a thing. And I was like, the song's all right. I saw a girl dancing to it. I was like, oh, this, song's all right.
So you're not really at the point in your life that you want to listen to trap music. You want to hear people talk about selling drugs and killing people and shit.
I mean, I've heard it. I just don't believe it now. You know what I mean? When I hear the kids singing about it, I don't really believe it.
You don't believe 21 Savage?
I only know that one song, No Heart.
Really?
Yeah. Is he a killer? I don't know. Is he?
Seems like a pretty bad guy, scary guy. He's come a long way. I'm pretty sure he's not a bad guy anymore, but you know.
Oh, so he was really on some gang shit? He was really on some...
He's got a lot of bullet holes in him. And he definitely seems pretty certified. Everybody out of Atlanta seems to definitely give him a pass as being the real deal.
You know, I heard some good things about him. He did a photo shoot a couple weeks ago. I was supposed to be at. I sent one of my employees there instead, and I got no beef with dude. I mean, I'm sure he's cool. I'm just saying, I don't know, man. I miss the essence of certain things, you know?
Mm-hmm.
When T.I. dropped What You Know About That, like, I remember stopping. A lot of hip-hop songs made me feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
Young Jeezy, Go Getter.
Right.
No song now makes me stop like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Do you think that's you or you think that's the music? Because, I mean, you're getting a lot older, too. It's just
it's me.
stuff doesn't...
It's me.
Right.
But at the same time,
But even that, you're a fucking grown-ass man by the time Young Jeezy's putting out songs and shit, you know? A lot of people, they don't like music past when they're fucking 19 or 21.
come on, bros. You know, hip hop's my life, bro. I'm not gonna give that shit up. You know what I'm saying? That was, I never was a big fan of soft rap.
Yeah.
You're not talking about gangster shit all the time. I mean, I was fucking L.A. and West Coast pioneer gangster rap. You know what I'm saying? I used to idolize Too Short because he's so fucking dope. But soft rap, I don't know. You know, when I heard Yachty talk, first time I met Lil Yachty, he was so fucking respectful and so cool.
Mm-hmm.
How do I be like, oh man, you're a mumble rapper? And then my little nieces, like 15 years old, they like the I Spy song, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, it's catchy. Everything else, I'm like, okay. He doesn't say that he's the biggest fucking lyricist in the world or anything else. And when he did that interview, was it with Joe Budden and all them?
Yeah.
His response was so fucking unbelievable that I was,
Chill.
but what he was saying was real. I related to it because I went to college and everything. I was blown away.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, man. It's crazy. You know, I just don't know a lot of people.
Uh-huh.
I don't know the Rich the Kid and like the Dex, the famous Dex, and I don't know any of these dudes, man. I don't know like
You want to meet them? I can bring you around them.
no.
I was in the studio with them the other night.
Yeah, Rich hits me up all the time. I haven't met him yet. I don't know how he got my phone number. It's crazy. You know who I want to meet?
Rich.
I want to meet Black Youngster.
Oh, I love him.
I'm obsessed with that dude.
He's
That motherfucker
amazing.
is fucking hilarious,
I
bro.
mean, he might be going to jail for a very long time.
I hope that's not the case.
I hope that's not the case too, but can you believe that that's what he's being charged with?
So he's charged for conspiracy, or he's actually charged for the murder?
Yeah, I believe. They're saying that he did it in a fucking vehicle that he rented. That's what the cops said. I only know about this from watching Academics' version of it, but that's what he
I
says.
saw
the
something
story
where they
is.
said that they got a car, but they said it was under his name or something.
Yeah, he tried to kill, well, supposedly tried to shoot up Young Dolph. And it was like 100 shots. So Young Dolph makes a whole mixtape called 100 Shots and all this
I
shit.
saw the car.
I love it.
I still can't believe they fucking car. I mean, I saw the holes and everything. I'm just like, this shit doesn't make any sense.
But can you believe if he really rented a fucking
Yeah, under his name.
under his own name. If that's true,
It's pretty intelligent.
then that is really something.
But if he goes away, then yeah, I mean that's
That's gonna be a real bummer.
yeah, I got to meet him soon then.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
funny. There's just so much about music now. I don't know, man. I just like I said, I just listen to classic shit.
Yeah. Oh man. I'm on SoundCloud. I can't listen to anything older than 6 months.
Damn. That's good for you though. How old are you?
33.
Oh shit, you're a lot older than I thought.
Yeah. There's not a lot of old stuff that I go back to once in a while. I was like listening to Liquid Swords the other day. And even then I was still kind of like, yeah, let's go back to SoundCloud.
It's all right. No, listen, man. I'm not dissing where you grew up because you grew up in New Hampshire, whatever it may be. Growing up in LA, like growing up here and hearing Boys in the Hood for the first time and hearing
Yeah, you're
NWA.
right.
I mean, it's a fucking whole
Right. You were
different
connected
level.
from the beginning to a very specific scene, whereas I was like a complete observer.
But we were talking about also
so much-
hieroglyphics and there's so many
Yeah.
different other things and they didn't, I mean,
But where I was from, there was no hip hop scene, so it was all me like viewing it from afar. And even then, like moving to New York and stuff, it's not like I was hanging out with rappers. I was a BMX kid. I was not, around.
I was a
the
BMX
industry
kid
side
too,
of
but
it
this
at
was
all.
way long ago when the movie Rad was around. I mean, was that fucking 84, 85?
You had tricks? I didn't know you ever rode bikes. That's cool.
Yeah. Used to be in a group called MOB, Masters of Balance. We used to do freestyle shit.
Really?
Yeah.
What year were we talking? 86?
86, 85.
How long did you do
87.
that for?
I mean, I rode bikes since I was a little kid.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, GTs, PK Rippers, the whole nine.
Any
Fucking-
tricks in particular that you remember, your greatest accomplishments?
I mean, fuck. What was the one where you stand on top of the bike and you hopping?
Miami Hopper?
The
Cherry picker?
Cherry
Yeah.
picker.
Wow,
Shit like that.
that's cool.
Used to be able to, I mean, dog, I was fucking motorcycle rider for all my life.
Really?
I gave the bike up 9 years ago. I was in one of the most notorious motorcycle gang in all of LA still,
What's
Cocky
it called?
Riders.
The Cocky Rockers?
Cocky Riders.
Cocky Riders.
I would say we have 117 members. I would say 115 all at least have double felonies.
Whoa.
And the worst part about it was, the fucking worst part about my fucking crew, Crips, Bloods, and SAs. So it was just like the worst, man. Like it was just,
So there'd be infighting?
oh, I'm just saying it just was, it just happened to be that way.
Right.
But I mean, I made the new. I mean, I was a hooligan on the motorcycle right here on Melrose, all through here.
Really? Why'd you give it up? Because of an accident?
Bro. I mean, I've crashed 3 or 4 times, bro. I mean, I've had surgery on my hands.
Yeah.
I remember racing on this street. You must know the street at least pretty decent now.
Yeah.
You know where we are right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so imagine starting where Johnny Rockets used to be. So that's Gardner, going to La Cienega.
Okay.
I hit about $1.45. Yeah, and I ran four consecutive stoplights. I didn't be like, when you're riding, you're like, ooh, you see the light turning red? You're like, oh, let me look this way. No, fuck that. We're just going straight through them. So cars could be going through.
You weren't even looking.
But it was at 1 a.m, you know what I
What are
mean?
you,
You're like,
fucking
fuck.
suicidal?
No, I mean, we were just doing shit like that. We would do stupid shit. I did 195 on a bike like multiple times in LA.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
195?
Yeah, dog on the freeway.
Jesus
I ran
Christ.
from the cops. It's a true story, man. Like I've been on fucking, like it was crazy, man. I've done a lot of stupid shit on that bike. I was born on 2 wheels, dog.
So was it a big deal when you got when you quit? Is it like a big deal for all
It was
these other
pretty-
guys?
I think a lot of people were really bummed out. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
A lot of dudes got into hogs,
Right.
and then my wife was like, "Yeah, you're not gonna do that even."
Yeah.
It kind of bummed me out,
So did she make this decision for you?
No, it was a smart thing to do, dog. I was gonna kill myself on that bike, bro.
Yeah, it sounds like it. That's scary.
All my life I've been riding since I was 8 years old, bro. And riding, BMX bikes before that. But I'm saying, it's just a hobby of mine,
Do you have any photos or videos of you riding BMX back in the day or no?
Has to be something somewhere, yeah. I mean,
That
I
would
posted
be
pictures.
awesome.
I have a picture of me from '85
Right.
on a Steve Cavallero, Paul Peralta board, and I'm doing a hand plant.
Really?
And then the dude from the owner of Palace Skateboards, you know about clothes, obviously you know about Supreme and shit.
Yeah.
Owner of Palace Skateboards, he was born in 1992, and dude dissed me on his website and like the whole thing.
What did he say?
He said if I ever made a Stone Island piece, I'd melt it down and give it to charity or something, blah blah whatever. He was dissing me and Drake when I was in Manchester. We made the news all through fucking Europe,
Okay.
and I was like, I fuck with your brand, man. Homie, I was friends with James, dog. I fucking was around when Supreme started, dog. Like, for real, dog, for real. Homie, you were fucking 2 when I was rocking Supreme, homie. 1. Dog, here I am skating with Nadas and fucking legends, bro. Do you know what I mean? I'm doing an ollie this high. in 1985, bro. We're talking about 31, 32 years ago.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm an OG in the fucking game, bro. Like, you know, we used to go to Venice Beach because that was the only place we could go either skate or do our BMX tricks. You know?
So did you actually say this to him, or did you
I just thought in my brain, I was like,
you didn't respond to him?
because it would just be useless, man. I was like, fuck it, you know? It's just, maybe he hears this, who knows?
Can you
know what I'm
not
saying?
wear Palace now, though?
I didn't really wear it too much for to begin. I mean, I think I own a pair of swim trunks. That's it. But yeah, just because that whole thing, like,
If you saw him, what would happen?
I'd tell him.
Yeah. A little chat.
Yeah, I'd tell him.
You're not the type to get violent about something like that, though?
No, if he maybe, you know,
Got weird or aggressive?
yeah.
Okay.
Then
I
I'd go
don't
to
even know
jail.
who the guy I don't know what he looks like or anything, so.
It doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck, you know, whatever. I'm just saying, but yeah, no, that's dope. I'm just saying, going back to this whole growing up, people can say whatever the fuck they want to.
Right.
If you go from circa 1987 or 1988 to 1993, it's a pretty big. Just think about how many rappers even have a career that deep, let alone still around, whatever.
Right.
If you go from 93 to 87 and you go those 6 years, and you listen to O'Shea Jackson, aka Ice Cube rap, I will go with anybody. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. You will never ever be able to fucking go with him lyric for lyric, what he said, what he was doing militant wise, his lyrical content, his story. I remember when we were doing the Song Cry video with Jay-Z. Jay was bumping fucking America's Most Wanted in his fucking dressing room.
Really?
Like, that album was fucking powerful, bro.
Yeah, that was a powerful time.
Yeah, I mean, that was a big time in rap. You know what I'm saying? And he went against the whole crew that was killing it. You know, he was a dope dude. You know, doing fucking movies now and blah blah and fucking Are We There Yet? You know, it's a different thing. But you know, he was a dope rapper. Andre 3000, unfucking believable rapper. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people, but you know, it's. I don't think those rappers really exist anymore. Do you?
Kendrick, Chance the Rapper, guys like that, don't you think?
Kendrick and J. Cole, I could think of maybe. yeah.
Right.
You know what though? You could say what you want to. I really think Drake is out.
Oh yeah, Drake's amazing.
People are like,
yeah.
oh man, it's go. I still don't. I wonder if the DMs are still there. I DM Funk Flex. Like, bro, I know you, and you actually used to be a decent DJ, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, you want to smoke with him over this Drake shit?
no, it's just like, bro, like, dog, you're tripping. Like, Drake can rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, he
Yeah.
didn't have no ghostwriter. Like, you're
Him
bugging.
going
fam.
against Drake is implausible. Like, how could he possibly want that fade? Like, Drake, you ain't fucking with Drake right now.
No.
Took Meek Mill out real quick.
Yeah,
Out the game. Period. Let's be
crazy.
honest.
for real.
The most devastating shit we've seen since Ja Rule.
I would say.
Yeah.
You know, everyone thinks the Sheether, Remy Ma thing is huge or anything else. But dog, I don't. Yeah, dog. I'm really like.
Nobody cares about them. Let's be real. Nicki's career is fucked up right now. Don't you agree?
It is?
I mean, she keeps trying to put out singles and then none of them are hitting.
Really? What'd she put out?
I don't know, a bunch of bullshit nobody remembers. Nobody really even cared about the no frauds thing. I just feel like it's not good for her right now. People aren't considering her likable. And people who watch Academics will know that I'm basically just cribbing from what he always fucking says about her. But
I thought he likes her. Does he? I don't know.
he just, it just seems like if she were to put her album out right now, because she's been teasing it for a long ass time, that it probably is not going to do the kind of numbers that she would be proud of.
Yeah.
And that's a bad look for her at this point in her career, because then people are going to start to say she's over. She comes out and she
When
does.
you hear her early on, even like on Monster or like on fucking, even like on Starships or whatever else, you're like, damn, this girl actually came out and made a popular
Yeah, she was
song
killing it back then.
that like sounds right. Or I remember I had to go meet Drake at that video, the Moment for Life, whatever the that song, whatever. When you hear her, it's just like, wow, man, you can't believe this shit. Especially coming from where she came from. When you hear her over fucking Neek and fucking Chris and Neef beats,
Right.
you know what I mean? The fucking
I don't know what it is, but she just lost the sauce right now. Like, people just ain't really trying to hear her right now. It just happens to at a certain point. Like, hey,
bro, she's huge,
she's
bro.
Wale right now. You think that's too much? Where she just seems
Hey, Wale,
unlikable.
just so you know, me and you are cool still, and
Wale is
Adam
a
said that.
great musician and a great rapper. He's great at rapping, but he's just got a likability problem. I'm not even saying I don't give a fuck. You know, I'm fucking. If I met him, I'd be nice to him. Whatever. I just think he has
You
a
don't know.
I think he has a likability problem. I think people don't really like jive with him personality wise. That's like always been the thing with him. You know, people like a lot. Like all these guys we're talking about Kendrick. They seem likable. People want to be their friend. I think Wale has an issue where maybe his music's fine, but people don't like him. And I think Nicki is totally on that level. Yeah, you know. Nicki's kind of gotten her into that place. And I don't know when the fuck exactly it started to happen. Because I remember when she was like a fucking hero. And I mean, I'm sure she still is to a lot of people. But it doesn't seem like people are really riding with her like that anymore.
But I mean, are you riding with Remy Ma?
No, exactly. That's why I don't fucking care about it. It's over for Remy too. She's washed. I mean, she's cool. I just don't give a fuck
Hold
about
on.
her.
Is there a female rapper that you guys can think of that's
We were talking about this the other day on the Trippy Red podcast. It's rough. Kamaya? I don't even know who the fuck that is. To be honest.
okay?
I listen to all of them.
No,
because,
who's the big female rapper right now? Come on.
I mean, it's not great. Like
Your
a girl,
podcast sucks right now. You can't name one fucking female rapper, bro.
I'm trying to think of
This is your job.
I
dog.
could name a bunch of them that have a buzz going.
Okay.
But none that I give a fuck about on a personal.
Tell me buzz that-
it's
that-
tough. It's tough. If I were to sit here, I could come up with a list of like girls that I'd be willing to interview, but that I actually listen to.
There's a
No,
girl I just fucking heard. Oh my god.
D
bro.
Nasty's hot.
All right, no, for real.
Hey, you gotta watch. Go listen.
We
to
have to stop the show. I can't believe you just said that.
Listen to Asian Doll and listen to Cuban Doll.
Cuban Doll has the song about some like
PNB Rock.
no. There's some girl has a song about talking about stacks like dun 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 dun.
I mean, they're all right. They're not. I'm not crazy.
There's
about
like a
it,
Cuban doll, and she's like some other girl from Florida or some shit. They're on a video talking about stacks or something. I don't know. I mean, it just sounds real Oaklandish.
but- Okay.
Fuck, I was just gonna say something. There was a girl that
Young
just
Ma
rapped.
doesn't do it for you. I don't really go for that.
I don't know what it is, bro. That song I fuck with. And then when I found out it was a girl, I was like, wow, it kind of changed things.
Really?
And then
She's a totally different version of it though, because she's not trying to be sexy. She's like a full-on
I'm not-
butch rapper.
no one ever said that was, I mean, whatever. I'm just,
Yeah.
fuck, you just fucked me up. There was someone else that just rapping. I just forgot. I was just thinking about it when you said something about, fuck. You said Cuban doll.
I don't know.
Huh? You know what though?
Lil Pump.
Is I mean, do you know Lil Pump or no?
Oh yeah, very very well.
No, seriously, don't fuck with me,
No,
seriously.
yeah, I've been on tour with him.
How is he really 15 or 10?
16.
15. What is he?
16,
And where's he from?
Florida.
Dade or Broward County?
I think Broward.
Okay. So he's 16 for real?
Yeah,
Where his parents at? They let him just go travel and do whatever the fuck he wants.
he's still got a relationship with him, but you know, I've heard him talk to his mom on the phone.
So he lives by himself at 16. He's emancipated, or how does he
They got a spot out here now. I'm not sure if they're renting it full time or not, or
I know
if they
what
just
I'm
get
saying
Airbnbs when they come
he
out.
has to have some kind of guardianship. He's not 18, so
No, he's got, you know, like his managers and stuff are people that he's known, that his family knows and stuff like that. You know, it's always kind of like a family thing when these kids come
okay.
out.
Iggy.
Iggy Azalea.
Okay.
Lil Pump fucked her.
Shut the fuck up. You're
Imagine.
such a liar. You're such a liar. So I hate her.
You hate her.
Yeah, I can't stand her. Just for the simple fact that you just sound like the Crocodile Hunter and
Right.
you rap, blah, blah, whatever. Dog, when I hear her talking, man, it's like, that's the whole shit I talk about Jen. Like, it's just the over exaggerated. And then you hear her talking, she's like, oh my God, chip, chip, cheerio. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, bro, you sound
That's like a British thing that you just did.
no, I mean, she sounds like Russell Crowe, bro. You know what I mean? Like, she sounds like Chopper, the fucking, the Australian gang. It's just crazy, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, you're being racist or whatever. It's just crazy to do that and then rap. It's like, fuck, that's acting, bro. Be like,
Right.
oh, we're actors. No, I mean, at a certain point, come on, start and be real. But is she still going to be, when she comes out, is she going to be top? I mean,
No,
you know,
it's over, right?
oh, I don't know, bro. Like,
Well,
I don't care.
she wants to put her album out, and her label won't put it out
Why?
because they know it's not going to do numbers because she's not popping.
Okay, see, the thing is, Nicki's made enough money to where she don't got to worry about a fucking thing. Like, Nicki could do movies, Nicki could do other stuff. She's good.
Yeah,
Is Iggy, you think, at that level?
Hell no. I mean, Iggy's famous, but I don't think she has. I don't think her fame or her listenership from previous, projects is like carried over to now. I think if she puts shit out, there, it's not even really gonna get a chance from the fans. Like the fans have moved the fuck on.
When I heard that song "Fancy,"
Yeah, the one hot song.
I thought about hurting innocent people and doing going to a mall, like throwing
Right.
bomb. Like I thought about doing. I just was like,
Yeah,
I
that's.
hate it.
I mean, I would never want to listen to that song, but I understand that song's a hit. I would hope that if I was like an A&R and that I was in the position to benefit from financially from that song being a hit, that I would be able to have the confidence to go through with marketing it and pushing it. But yeah, on a practical level, like myself driving in the car, I'd rather listen to like a fucking Hitler speech than listen to her.
That was pretty bad. So that we can't think of nobody. No one in this fucking room. You guys are fucking pathetic, bro. You guys are like fucking hip hop dudes, and you can't think of.
It feels misogynistic that I don't really like any girl rappers, but like Cody Shane is with Lil Yachty. She's alright. But I still, I'm not.
Okay, Young M.A. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
There's nobody fucking else on the charts.
She's a good rapper.
There has to be
Remy
somebody
Ma's
else.
a good rapper, but she's not. I mean, no, in my opinion, ain't nobody trying to hear no girls rap in their 30s. I want to see young, cute girls, like 18-year-old rapper girls that are actually good at rapping, that actually like have a good delivery.
If Little
The
Debbie just
delivery
said
is the
right
problem.
now, Adam, come to my house and beat this fucking vagina up, shut the fuck up, would you do it?
Yes.
You're fucking dog.
What?
Don't put this podcast
Would you
out
fuck?
anymore, bro.
Would you fuck Oprah?
No,
No, you wouldn't fuck Oprah just for the story. What if you were single?
no.
You wouldn't fuck her just to be able to say,
wouldn't.
"Hey, fuck you."
I couldn't get my dick hard for that.
I would get hard for that. I wouldn't want to. It probably looks terrible. She's like 60.
I didn't want. I would.
I would fuck Oprah
Okay,
just for the story.
going back.
Barbara Walters.
Who's a dope rapper that was a female?
Nicki Minaj back like 5-6 years ago.
Lil Kim was dope too. You know what I'm saying?
I never
Like,
really
a little
went
bit.
so full. I would,
Her first album was.
but I would never put her like. Is she like at
Okay,
her,
never
at
mind.
Lil Kim's height? She was 10%
Missy
of a
was
Jada
a
kiss.
bad bitch.
Yes, you're right. Okay,
Missy
that's fair.
was a bad. And listen,
And it's so off. It's different. It's not
Missy
just
was
strictly
a
rap at all.
bad
You're
bitch.
right. She was cool.
Missy
yeah.
used to rap in the car, be driving,
Yeah.
and Missy would rap like that shit is. I don't know about that shit, man. And she said, "You don't know what the fuck you're talking about."
What about like Lauryn Hill when she was
Oh
rapping?
my Lord, have mercy. I've seen Lauren open. Lauren was fucking dope.
Yeah,
Lauren was fucking amazing.
right.
There ain't never been nothing like that.
Would
ever
you
again.
agree with me if I said Foxy Brown at peak Foxy Brown was like 10% as good as like Jada Kiss?
What do you? Okay. I'm partial.
I'm gonna give Lil Kim 35% of Jada Kiss.
How she spit and delivered everything.
Just a total package, like total amount,
she
like
didn't write her shit.
the quantifiable percentage. And then that has always been a huge thing that has followed like almost all women in the rap world. But it also almost feels kind of fucked up that they're always like so heavily suspected. Like, do you buy it that Nicki Minaj writes her own shit?
I know Safari pretty well.
You do.
He bought a lot of jewelry for me.
And that's a
She
pretty
paid for it.
open thing that he wrote a lot of her stuff along the way.
I'm not at liberty to really say. I don't know if that's like.
That's pretty much what he says, right? I wonder how much he takes credit for it. I don't know.
Now that I think about it, fuck social media. I'm talking about me doing this. Like, oh shit, that shit was banging. Nicki and Nicki might have a little, maybe one or two more songs that bang harder than Kim during the Kim era.
Okay.
So Kim 96, Nicki 2012. You know,
You think that's equivalent? I think Nicki's way better during that era
no.
than
That's what I'm
Kim.
saying. Nicki has
Okay.
more. Nicki has more. You know,
Yeah.
more. But now,
But even then, she never
You
went
brought up-
full hip hop. She
know.
went so hard with the pop star side of things. And I think it's coming back to bite her in the ass now, where the pop fans, in my opinion, have kind of moved on. And then the hip hop base is
they're
kind
done.
of, they don't care
they
so
don't care
much.
about young, you know. But going on to like, okay, you said Jada Kiss.
Yeah.
Jadakiss is so fucking nasty with the fucking lyrics, bro.
Right.
Like, there's so many songs that didn't become singles
And the
off that.
delivery and the personality and the, you know, everything with him was like really good.
Bro.
And I don't even know why I'm going to him, because we could go to like Jay-Z, but that seems like unrealistic in terms of like measuring like greatness of that era type rapper.
Dog, Big L. I mean, you're too young.
Oh no, I know all about Big L.
Big L was.
Yeah. But Big L, like peak Big L, is like peak
Dog, are you
Jadakiss in
kidding
terms
me,
of
bro?
dopeness.
Dog,
You think he's
peak-
that much better
Dog, okay.
than Jada in his prime?
I'm gonna be 100%.
I'm gonna put that
with you.
very similar category.
I don't know if Jada. Damn, dog. Yeah, in fact, nah, he can't. Prime Jada can't see Prime Jewels, dog.
I totally disagree with that.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, bro.
I like Jewels and everything, but I mean, I would never even put like peak Jewels at like even close to peak Cameron. Even though Cameron had
Dog,
like
Cameron
fully
got-
lost it.
Cameron got some of his. Cameron got his flow from Jewels. Yo, Jewels during that "Fix My Face" era. Yo, some of the shit that just wow, man.
You really thought he was that dope? He was like
was pretty-
anti-lyrical in a lot of ways at that
Nah,
point.
man. I just think he had his own like double rhyme thing. Where do you put Lil Wayne then? When he was out of his mind, rapping his ass off.
In comparison to who? In comparison to Nicki Minaj in 2012? Like Lil Wayne, like 2009?
Lil Wayne 2008, and I'm being real with you, like for real. The Carter 3.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne
Well, no.
2008.
The Carter like 2, and then all the mixtape run afterwards.
Mixtape run with fucking dude with DJ Drama, that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
You're telling me you think Jada could really fuck with some of the most unbelievable shit that this dude said?
I think that Wayne had like a longer run. Well, no. As Jadakiss is more like an everlasting like presence. Wayne had this like one insane like drugged out run. His whole career up before that, and then like now where he's just stale and nobody fucking cares. Which it's been that way for like 5 years.
Sucks, man.
Yeah, it's whack. And it's Birdman's fault, probably largely. But now it's over. And nobody wants to hear him anymore. And Young Thug out Wayne's Wayne. Wayne could never be as good as Thug is like oftentimes is now. Rap has gotten so much weirder that Wayne's like eccentricness has been muted, and now he just sounds
I
like
feel sick now you said that.
it's just over. I'm just being honest. This is me. This isn't like me as a fan. This is me as like a guy who's like betting on rappers like they were sports teams. It's just not happening anymore with Wayne.
Okay. What's the life expectancy on Future right now then?
Future. The last double album project was huge. So did it deliver? Was it as big a moment as Dirty Sprite 2? No.
So 2017, right?
Right.
2022, is he here?
It's a very, very different world for Future in 5 years. There's no way he could possibly be like the thing he is now, where he's still like a young sort of like sex symbol type thing. I just don't think he could carry that on for 5 years. He's like,
5 years, where's Drake? Remember Drake? Yo, listen.
that's the ultimate.
Me and Drake had some ill talks, dog. We were in Manchester driving for an hour in the car. In 10 years, is probably one of some of the deepest talks we've had.
Really?
If you think about it, he's just turned 30, right?
Right now.
Jay
he's
turning
just turned
40, doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, doing his album. I'm saying, dude, he's already done more albums off just at 30. I'm saying, at 35, can he put out the Black Album? Still.
Drake,
Yes.
5 years from now.
Think Jay-Z put out the Black Album, he's what, 38, 40?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's a very different time where you had to put in a lot more work to get on. And Jay, as a result, like toiled away for like 10 years before he even got to put an album out.
Fuck that. I don't think Kanye's last album was good. I'm sorry.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it was about as good as we could expect at this point. To me,
that-
I would be
that- but that-
I would be fascinated to see Kanye put out an album now and see how it's received, because now Kanye's like sales to me, I don't know. Like, can he do 500,000 first week?
No.
You don't think?
No way.
What did his last one do?
Not that.
Really? Okay. 350 or something?
It didn't even do that, I don't think.
Wow.
Let me ask you, you think, dog, that last album, man, I don't know, bro.
I liked it.
It wasn't my my dark twisted fantasy. It wasn't that at all. It wasn't.
Right. I mean, that was better, sure. But, I still liked it.
Yeah, bro. I don't know, man. I'm getting old.
Yeah.
You're 11 years younger than me, and you're telling me that MC, Caramel, Eminem, Proline. I'm reading everything. I'm just seeing my face. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know who the fuck these people are.
Lil Pump.
And I guarantee,
Off 4 Xans.
had I not fucking completely slander the kid, you know what I mean? Or just, I'm sorry, troll him on the World Star page that, everyone sooner or later hits me up for a chain.
Okay.
They'll go get a chain and get it fucked up from someone else, even a good guy. And they'll come back like, I need a chain. Okay, you know what? I get what you're saying. My bad.
What?
Jewels is really clever in how he said shit. Jada was really like on some flawless flow, like really being on some, like, see, I'm a car dude. So when Jada Kiss is rapping and saying, I'm in the black M5, all yellow piping, and talking about the seats and shit, you're like, okay, this motherfucker's on some other shit. Like Prodigy was when his day, when they were at heyday. Jewels and Fab are a lot alike. They have that tricky, dope thing. But think, Fab dropped a mixtape last summer, 2016, whatever, and that shit was knocking.
Right.
I was surprised to fuck. It was still knocking.
But if he put out an album right now, how much do you think he could sell?
Bro. That's the thing, Like
Wale is doing 22. What do you think Fabulous is doing?
22,000 or 2,200?
22,000. And that was considered a huge flop for Wale. He was very disappointed. And keep in mind, Yachty did 44, which was considered to be pretty bad for him. He even wrote like a big long Instagram post about how he was disappointed in it, blah, blah, blah. But he still believes in his movement. And, he even acknowledged that like his celebrity is bigger than his music in that Instagram post, which is it's a very like adult behind the scenes
I'm so
type
glad
thing for him to acknowledge.
I'm glad we're getting into this now.
Okay.
I don't know a single thing about Troy Ave.
Okay.
Can you help me? He sold 4,000 albums, or what was it? How much was it?
First week, Troy Ave?
Was it 100 albums?
I'm talking about Lil Yachty.
I know. What did Troy Ave sell?
I have no idea, but I have 4,000 sounds
It was something like that,
generous.
right?
It was streams and everything,
Okay.
I guess. Yeah, maybe.
Didn't he say he's the new Tupac or something? Or
He did say that he's calling himself New Pac.
okay.
And this is all just stupid trolling that he
Okay,
does
I'm
because
sorry.
he knows how to make headlines.
Let's scroll back.
He knows how to
What
be
did Lil
that
Uzi
much
do?
of an
What did
asshole.
Lil Uzi drop first album?
I have no idea.
I mean, this album that came out.
I have no idea.
It did more than 44 though, no, right? I mean, he had fucking
I would assume.
some smash singles.
Yeah.
Who else is there that I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of people I made jewelry for. Do you have any idea what Tyler's last album did?
No, but definitely a lot more than 44,
Okay.
I guess.
He doesn't have any push, no nothing, whatever. He doesn't give a fuck. Frank Ocean's just a chill dude. What did the Blonde album do? Did it do more than 44 the first week?
I don't even know. I feel like I'm like painfully out of the loop in this conversation at
How the
this point.
fuck are you out of the loop when this is your job, bro? This doesn't make any sense to me, dog. Besides Kendrick and besides Drake, who's doing big fucking numbers in rap?
Frank Ocean, 131,000 first week.
Blonde album?
Yeah.
His first single for this new album is Biking, whatever. He put my name in that.
He did? What'd he say?
Second lyric, he said, I'm biking, I'm biking, I'm biking, I'm biking. Since Ben Baller sold all his ISEP at Slauson. And I was like, what?
Do you disagree
And
with
I
that
wanted to-
assertion?
No, I mean, dude, I was, he's rolling through the hood, he's going through there. And
When
he
did
said
you?
he was-
When's the last time you sold jewelry at Slauson?
My store's still there right now, technically right now.
Oh, right, okay.
I don't sell jewelry still there, but I mean, when I helped him out with jewelry, I was doing it. I mean, I've been friends with Frank since he started,
Yeah.
I did 112, all right. But another thing too is Frank don't really give a fuck about that type of shit. I'm trying to say to you, he's not pushing, he's not doing a bunch of things. He's cool.
We took
So
like a 4-year break or whatever too.
what did Migos do recently then? First week. Who are you fucking with right now, like rap wise? Okay.
Jason said Playboy Cardi, but Jason doesn't have a mic.
What did Cardi do first week? The mixtape?
Fuck.
It just came out.
Yeah, I gotta get more on top of my shit.
Fuck. Actually, I really want to know.
Migos 131,000.
Okay. What did Playboy Cardi do as mixtape? It just came out,
I
bro.
promise this is the last one I'm looking up.
That's it. Just tell me.
But Migos did 131.
I wonder what Cardi did first week. Cause that was fucking huge tonight, bro.
30,000. 28 to be exact. That does seem low. But I mean, like, think about him doing 30 and then Yachty doing 44. Does that sound right to you? Because I think to people, Yachty, like, a lot of people expected him to do a lot more than that. But I don't know if, like, he didn't really have any hits off it per se. Like, he didn't really have
If you
anything.
see Cardi's crowd selling out shows, man.
Oh, yeah. Cardi's
Today,
huge.
the biggest fucking game of the year, bro. The fucking NBA Finals, dog. Like, goddamn, bro. 2 minutes before the fucking fourth quarter, we're talking about the final quarter. This is it. The championship ended tonight. Golden State won. Fucking commercial break. Third quarter to fourth quarter. Fucking Cardi playing fucking Magnolia commercial drops. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, that's huge.
800 to $1 million for that fucking little spot right there, probably. Sprint commercial
Really?
in New York on Millie Rock. I was like,
That's crazy.
I had to make sure my TV was actually playing the song because I couldn't fucking believe it, bro.
Right.
Because, you know, that's fucking enormous.
That's fucking wild.
44,000 albums, bro.
No, 38.
No, I'm talking about
Yachty.
Yachty.
Yeah.
And then Joe Budden did something lower than that, and then but that's pretty high for Joe Budden. Shit,
That's what I'm saying. Joe Budden's last album, Yachty posted today, sold 22,000. But the thing that Yachty, I don't think really accounted for is that that's Joe Budden like 10 years removed from him coming out. Like Joe Budden's first album, yeah, we can talk about what he sold then. It's like completely irrelevant because it was such a different time. But Joe Budden still being able to sell 22,000 that late in his career, which I think at this point he seems like he's kind of retired from rapping. But to me, him still being able to do 22 is fucking crazy in terms of him having a cult following.
I don't know, dude. I just think this is all fucking crazy, bro.
And I'm no big Joe Budden defender either.
Me neither. I don't get how he's still, you know, he's
Well, I think he's done like the most amazing reinventing of himself that I could possibly imagine.
TV though, you know.
Huh?
Love and hip hop, you know. So
Right. Well, there's that, but I think the Complex show with him and Academics, it's like he's rebranded himself as like a pundit.
good for him, dude.
It's great for him because you know what? He always had a fucking huge likability problem, just like I'm saying Wale has, just like I'm saying Nicki has. And
No, you can't say Nicki. Don't say that. Don't say that.
to a certain extent. But I think Joe Budden
Iggy
always had
maybe,
that
but-
issue. But now Joe Budden, it's actually in his favor for him to come out with crazy, controversial opinions. The crazier shit that he says, like him wilding out on Yachty, screaming on Yachty.
Yeah, it's like Howard Stern's dude who was fucking saying crazy shit. I forgot
Yeah.
what his name was. But
Joe Budden looked like a huge asshole screaming at Yachty.
but where the fuck-
But
okay,
he
listen.
went viral as fuck. That was the biggest moment on the channel.
me and
ever.
Academics, we text each other, whatever, right? Where the fuck did he come from? He came out of nowhere, dude.
He's from Jamaica.
I thought he's New Jersey.
Then he moved to Jersey. And he fucking, he started, you know, just making YouTube shit. Just started doing videos, making news. And he kills it on YouTube. He's got over 1 million subscribers. I watch his shit every day.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm on there a lot. I'm on his page a lot. I just don't know
Right.
his Jewish stuff. But
But then he also has like social media, you know, have like
he
Instagram
saw that thing
and
that
Twitter
happened.
and everything.
Did you see
yeah.
that or no?
What?
When all this shit happened, when everyone was attacking me,
About what?
just the whole with what we're talking about today.
He
Black-
made it, but
Black
he didn't
Lives
make a
Matter.
video about it, did he?
No.
No.
I seen it, man. People don't realize your contribution to hip hop. It's sad. You probably know more and contributed more than 90% of the people. It's sad that race lines get drawn and some dumb people try to make enemies out of people that are the furthest thing from it. Shake my head. I said, it's really crazy, fam. I was like, I appreciate you understanding though, bro. And then he put, it's not too much to understand, LOL. I completely got what you were saying to the people. You know, Twitter is the fake outrage headquarters. Low key, you need a documentary of the stories and influence you had on the culture throughout the years. It would be dope. Just saying, you know, he's someone kind of currently relevant now, whatever.
Yeah, he knows what's
Said
up.
that, whatever. I fucking hit up Funk Flex. I'm like, bro, why are you going at these people, dog? Why are you stopping? He goes, I love you, brother. Why would I lie to anybody? I'm like, hey, Flex, can you chill? Why are you chilling? He goes, brother, I love. Love will always win. It's not whatever. I'm like, okay, this ain't you. I don't know what the fuck is going on with you, bro. You're tripping.
Right.
And then I feel like no one cares about, dude, Summer Jam was such a big fucking thing for so long. Who gives a fuck about it? Nobody.
Yeah, it's weird now, huh?
Yeah.
But you know what? At the same time, Summer Jam is like the last thing they have left. Which in the same way, I feel the same way about Double XL. Like they have the freshman cover, but that's really all they got left because nobody gives a fuck about a website.
Bro, nobody
You're
cares
just-
about anything anymore.
A media brand in hip hop is just a bunch of social media accounts. It's a YouTube page, it's a Twitter, it's a Facebook.
It's sad,
and
dog.
What do you need to start a YouTube, a Twitter, and a Facebook? I mean, look, that's what I got. No, you don't even do the fucking Facebook.
But what happens now? What's next?
In terms of media?
About fucking anything.
Or is it just over in terms of media? Because to me, No Jumper is like the most, in a lot of ways, that like a media company could be. It's just a fucking YouTube page, it's a Twitter, it's an Instagram. But like, what the fuck else is there?
Okay. I mean, okay. This is broadcasted through the podcast, right? Obviously.
YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes. Coolest
iTunes and
podcast in the world.
You know, my question is,
I'm high as fuck.
what's a? I forgot I gave you that fucking cue, dude.
Yeah.
I totally forgot you ate that
And
cube.
well, not like high as fuck, but I'm definitely high.
Bro, this is the thing.
That was a solid cube.
Now, check it out. That's 100, right? I have a 200 milligram one, right?
Yeah.
And you'll get like, you'll sit there and be like, shut the fuck up, man. Imagine eating that.
Right.
Can you, listen.
This in one sitting would have me probably just like I'd have to just probably sleep.
Okay.
But I mean, I could be out. I could go out.
No,
I
no,
wouldn't
no.
really want
No,
to.
no,
go
no,
out.
no, 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 no,
You
no.
don't think so?
I promise you.
I got pretty high tolerance. But
No, dude. I've had dudes who smoke an ounce in like 10 hours. And then they
Yeah,
ate-
but edibles are different. If
then
if you're doing it for the first time, I'm just saying I'm
No,
done
no,
it a
no, no. I'm
lot.
talking about dudes who do weed all day long. They stay high 24 hours a day.
Yeah, but if they've never done an edible before and then they do one,
They do edibles too.
okay.
It's just different when you're doing an edible that someone's making or this, that, whatever. And it's different when you have a laboratory as strong as mine. And he had the whole thing. He's like, listen, man, if you don't shut the fuck up. All right, bro. He almost walked onto the court at the Laker game
He was that high.
and asked Kobe to pass him the ball. Like he was tripping. I was like, yo, bro. He's like, damn, dog. I was like, anyways, going back. Going back.
What a fucking
with
story.
No Jumper.
No jumper.
What's your biggest show to date?
Show? Podcast?
I'm saying, who's the biggest?
XXX Tentacion.
He did it here or you went over there?
It was at my old store, which is like basically this, but downtown.
Was that after the whole jail situation or before?
That was before. That was like that was before he had all the hype and stuff. He had a cult following, but like to put it in perspective, he had like 16,000 SoundCloud followers, and now he has like 1 million.
Oh, that's it? I mean, don't dude. I mean, what's like a high SoundCloud following?
That's really big. His Instagram's over 2 million already, and in the period of like 6 months.
So that was your biggest show.
Yeah, I mean, and then that was a dope one because it wasn't big when it came out. It was
No, it's
it was
cool.
average when it
You know,
came
like,
out, and then it exploded after the fact.
I'm friends with Carnage. He hits me up for jewelry and stuff. And he told me about the situation, and I was like, I don't want to hear any more about dude. This is just crazy.
Yeah,
The whole situation is crazy.
I mean, it just got crazy.
Is
What,
he
like,
is he out of the clear now though or no?
legally?
Yeah.
No,
So how is he traveling then?
he's allowed to travel. He's on probation, I guess, but he still has to face trial. Like, there's a Complex article that I'm getting my information from on this. Like, I've never talked to him about his legal situation, besides him getting out previously. But the Complex article I read said that he basically still has to face trial because of the situation with the girl that he supposedly beat up. And the Complex article says that the evidence is overwhelming and that doesn't look good in terms of what that article says. It makes it sound like it's really
Oh,
bad.
so then he's a rap then.
I mean,
It's really hard to get away from the domestic violence or that type of shit. There's a lot of things you can get away with, certain things. That one's a tough one.
I mean, it could be that like this tour he's on is I'm not sure time wise when he has to face trial,
If he goes,
or if it's even still happening. I
if
don't
he
know.
goes, he's fucked, right? I mean, pretty much because
That article makes it sound that way, and that's what I'm
no. What I'm
worried
saying
about.
is,
It could be a pretty tragic situation for his fans, you know, if he goes in fucking.
does Boosie still make music? Because I don't know. I'm just
Yeah,
saying. Okay, I don't know, bro. I'm just
Yeah, he's out here.
Gucci still doing his thing.
Gucci's killing it.
It's amazing, bro. I love
He
it.
still does big numbers, huge shows, crazy amount of money. You don't follow him on Snapchat?
No, I just dog.
I don't follow him on Snapchat either, but I'll watch the compilations about Gucci and on YouTube, and it's ridiculous. Like this gigantic fucking mansion that he lives in. It's outrageous
Good for him, man.
out there in Atlanta. It's just
Good for him, bro.
ridiculous.
But at the same time, the total other spectrum, I feel bad for Soulja Boy. Like, fuck, I feel bad for a lot of people. But anyways.
I was just DMing Soulja Boy today, and I'm gonna actually like look at the No Jumper Twitter account right now just to confirm. Yeah, I asked him when he wanted to do an interview. He read it, but he did not respond. And his one message to me was "gang, gang." So, you know, maybe one day we'll get that big Soulja interview. I think that could be a big moment for us. You know, Yachty was one of our biggest moments too. We had his first interview. You didn't know that?
I didn't know that, dude.
You know, we probably look like two fucking old men right now, just like the oldest fucking bastards on earth, just sitting here having a fucking
At
old
least I
ass
still
man
kind of
chat.
look young. I don't know. No one ever says 44. If they don't know me, then never. No, 31, 33, 34. No one ever thinks that. Just by your audience, that I thought you were probably like 27. But
I wish.
I'm gonna
God,
be
that'd
real with you,
great.
bro. I'm gonna need to take a Vicodin in a second. My back is killing me. I gotta.
We probably should wrap this up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up, bro.
We're at
Let's-
2
let's-
hours and 52 minutes.
Yeah, we're good.
That's ridiculous.
I think, bro. First of all, and
Anyone who sticks that out is a fucking weird,
Yeah, dude.
strange.
I think this will be definitely the lowest heard watched out of all of them.
I don't believe that. But I think that somebody at some point on Twitter is going to say, who the fuck would watch a 3-hour Ben Baller No Jumper? And to me, that seems, you know, I'm not offended by that.
I'm not either. At least the good shit happened in the first 45 minutes.
You think that was when we got the best stuff out of the
I
way?
think that's what's good. And I mean,
I
bro,
can't-
Combat
I don't
Jacks
know.
was long, bro.
How long was that one?
I mean, it has to be at least a couple hours.
Okay.
At least. I mean, Questlove listened to the whole fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? It was like, wow, this is amazing.
I mean, in terms like 2 hours is a long one. Like an hour and a half is average, I would say.
Shit, Breakfast Club was like 30 something minutes. So I did that. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't
Breakfast Club, I don't know if they ever go over really like an hour.
Yeah.
But they also will do like a 20-minute one or a
I can't
30-minute
believe
one all the time.
Birdman still. I'm still tripping on the fucking.
Yeah.
Put some
Oh, that
spec-
was the best thing ever.
It was 3 minutes literally, right? It was like.
I mean, yeah. It was weird too. It wasn't their usual filming scenario. They like had the cameras turned on like in the ceiling or something to film it. I'm about to interview Charlotte, man.
That's my boy.
I'm supposed to. I'm excited. I never even met him
I'm
before.
fucking washed up, bro. I'm a rap dog. I'm so fucking out of it, dog.
That's how you
I'm
feel?
just very thankful that this happened. Period. I don't know if you got what you wanted out of it.
Yeah. Well, future historians will have to default to this for like a true look into the soul of Ben Baller, don't you think?
I think so. I think this was the most common interview I ever had in my entire life.
Okay.
And it was totally not like anything, especially since this is a fucking music podcast. But I don't know, man. It's crazy.
I'm high as fuck. So that's all I got to say.
Much love.
Ben Baller, over and out.
Peace.
Thank you to everybody out there. No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes. Go get yourself an LOL edible.
VVS pens.
Peace.
Jesus Christ, bro. Let me tell you something. Me and Wale